Sorry to cut the music short, but bonsoir, fuckers! We are Monday. Booga, 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 booga. It is Monday night. What do I have to announce before we start D&D? Well, at the 500 follower mark, we will be giving away signed posters of the Men of the Gill. Frameless, so if you want to get a frame, you do that, but I will not be giving you a frame. Sorry. Other than that, Saturday night coming up from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be having a singy song show for the first half and then playing some Star Citizens, part of the stream crawl, containing not the word I meant to use there, but with a whackload of streamers. And yeah, it starts at 8 a.m. Eastern Time and goes till midnight. No, sorry, the last streamer starts at midnight. So yeah, it's a big old, it's like a pub crawl, but you know, streamer to streamer. So that's it for announcements from me. It's passing off to the dungeon master.
Well, that was weird. My stream just froze on Discord there. So, it is Monday. We play D&D every day. Well, every Monday, sorry. And we always start with a character building question. And we will start with Prey.
Well, yes. The answer...
You find yourself in a haunted house. Alone, no weapons, magic doesn't work. Do you investigate, try to find a way out, or do you just what do you do in this situation?
I'm not familiar with a haunted house. I've gone hunting. Usually it's outside, but I mean, if the house is haunted and I'm inside, I'll probably try to figure out what a haunted house is, and then try to not be. If I'm in the house, am I being hunted as well? I don't know. I'll have to investigate.
Right. We'll go with Mr. Boulder. You are unarmed, alone, and in a atmospheric haunted house. What are you doing?
I'm taking a look around. Gotta figure out what the hell's going on in here.
Okay. Erden.
If you would ask Erden before this whole adventure started, he would have probably just pieced out of there. But now, seeing a bunch of ghosts left and right of his father, and then he would probably try to investigate what's happening.
And lastly, our night owl, Mr. Artemis. What are you doing?
Well, the curiosity alone would drive me wild, and I would have to find out all of the things. If I don't have my spells, at least please tell me I have my quill in my book.
I don't know. Maybe you do.
Well, mental notes then. Mental notes.
You definitely have
investigate further.
You definitely have enough quills.
All right. So we pick up where we left off with our adventurers last week. They were exploring the ruins of the Crimson Capital that had been submerged under the sea. While chasing the brother of Baldur, who had planned a coup and successfully carried out a coup against the Crimson Capital. You guys met an inventor who seemed to have a army of robots who was... Okay, we don't need the Foley word. Turn it!
There might be people that can't hear you that are watching. We're not muted. At least there's that, but I'm just trying to help.
So, as you pulled my attention, I'm like, what's he doing now? Where a battle ensued, death was almost had on your side and on his side, and as a send-off, he said, grab one thing from my pile, and then fuck off. And then his two automaton soldiers grabbed him, led him away so you guys wouldn't try to stab him again, and he left you with his two big robots as you guys dug through and got some gear. Artemis also got some information. So you guys, that's where we pick off. You guys have picked up your new gear, and Artemis, you've got the information of where the archives of the Crimson Capital would be held. What do you guys want to do?
Well, I mean, I forgot to look. Does the item require attunement?
Give me a moment, Sean. Because you sent it to me.
Yeah, I forgot to look.
Yeah, it was probably on Instagram.
Yeah, I'll go check on Instagram.
Well,
All right, yeah. So
do we have permission to use the big old robot as like a torpedo submarine boat things that don't really exist yet, but that we will invent? Dungeon Master, did we ask?
well, you never asked him. He said, "Grab some shit out of my pile and leave me alone," and he left.
Okay,
So you
we
can
did not
ask.
Okay.
You can ask the giant robot if you want. He does seem to understand.
Big robot. I don't remember your name, Greg or something like that. Can I come inside you?
Takes 2 steps back.
Bends over. I cannot climb into your crevice. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. The guy, I don't remember his name either. The little man, he said,
Helm.
Dick Helm, yes, Dick Helm said, climb inside my robot and we shall fly in the water. We call that swimming. But yes. No. He's like so far away now. He's like 12 steps backward. Like, you sure? Are we just swimming out of here, or do we all have our stuff?
So, just to be clear, I'm gonna be like in between the robot and prey. Like, just so we're clear, we cannot gain safe passage with you across.
Just to refresh, you guys understood that the archives are at the most southern point, and I don't remember who rolled it last time, but you saw that Joaquin had made his way into these bubbles and had gone to the southwest, sorry, which is where those buildings that are tall but thin.
So
Like
the,
they're
How far-
ornate.
the opposite
How
of
far
a
are we
troll.
from the south right now?
You guys are about I'd say you're halfway through these bubbles where Dick Helm had built his
Adventure
boat.
shack?
Yeah, his love shack.
Loot pile.
Yeah, where he had the pile, and you guys are about halfway to the most southern point of the ruins, which is where the archives and more ornate buildings seem to be built because it's closer to the port. And then to the west of that, like right against the bubble, is where those buildings that are ornately built structures, tall, carved out of marble, of beautiful stones, but they don't seem to be more than now that you're closer, you could say probably a few feet in width. Depth, sorry, not depth. So
Do you think we could perhaps go to the archives? We might be able to find more information about why that fellow with the big worm dick is here. I don't know his name.
Frigate?
Yes.
Erden,
yes.
Erden for a second just grabs the vial of the purple worm poison. Is like,
Yes, that is dick juice. Big purple dick juice. I can replenish that if you like.
Christ.
okay.
Of course.
I'm okay.
Oh Jesus.
Um,
All right.
so are we are we moving on? I got my very exciting bladeless hilt. Let's carry on and go to the other bubbles. Is that what we're doing?
Carry on by. Yes, that's what we're doing.
So
I
slip
mean-
and slide again, or are we just swimming?
Oh god, no.
These
Bubbles are all
bubbles are-
interconnected, right?
Yeah, this side they're all interconnected. Like it's just like bubble over bubble over bubble.
So, do we go
We could
outside
just
and
walk.
swim around? Oh, well, that's
No.
not exciting. I fought a shark once. If I do it again, I could be the tool shark man. Be cool name.
You didn't
Can I
fight it
just-
underwater.
I just want to point something out too. While this entire conversation is happening, because I remembered this like in between the break, Bray is having this conversation while having a crop top.
Oh yeah.
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 There's
And a
nothing
little bit
more.
of-
There's nothing more intimidating than a man's belly button.
And a little bit of fur from Asher around his waist.
Just an excess of belly
Ears.
button lint.
Gaze into the depths of my belly button as I slay you.
All right, so what's the plan here, gentlemen?
Well, might as well make it to the archive.
Yes, let's go for a walk.
So as you guys walk, as you guys like leave the pile, you can see that like Roderick, who's the robot, just like stands in front of it, and then I don't remember what I named the spider, but the spider's like, and they just seem to like stand next to the pile and watch you guys. And as you guys are like walking back towards the main path that was cleared of the rubble, that you can assume that Dick Helm got his robots to do for his easy passage to things of value that are found, you can clearly see Gregory, Frederick, and Dick Helm just like sitting behind some rubble, shittily hidden, just like watching you guys leave, and just like as you guys leave, it's like
Like in relief. Like, oh, fuck.
yeah, just like good. They didn't destroy. They didn't steal my shit. And they, as soon as you guys walk, you can just see them like go back to the half of the rest of the boat, and you guys get to the main road. As you guys proceed further into the southern part of these ruins, the more south you head, the more you realize that the debris here is like destroyed boats, lumber, crates. There seems to be more of where when the stuff sank, when the water came back in, you'd think that these boats and stuff would be found more towards the capital itself. It seems like the buildings that were here stopped, and it just create mounds of just debris. So you like got a perfect structure, and then south to north is just rubble, like creating a ramp going to the roof. Again, it's just like you can like you look inside these dilapidated buildings. You can see that they were mostly homes, some shops. You find like one butcher shop with just like cleavers and stuff just driven right against the northern wall. It just goes to push like that when this fell, put it this way, the Halifax explosion, people saw the boats on fire. They went, oh, this is gonna blow up. You had a guy yelling, it's gonna blow! And people were like, nah, it's good, buddy. There's no gunpowder on there. There was time for warning. This seems to have just been like, the events happens, they reappeared. When the wave crashed, this all just sank and people had no time to like respond. And when you get to the archives, it's you can see that like the bubble like comes back down. This is where the last bubble ends, and it seems to be just grazing the roof of the archives, and then at the back, the buildings, the structure itself is well kept. It's made of pure stone. It seems that Artemis, you look at it and you can deduce that there was some arcane means to make the stone, like they put pillars on top of something, then just melded the stone together to make it one solid piece of this beautiful architecture. The roof was a different story. You can see that there are holes, and where it grazes, you can see that there's trickles of water, just like where rubble is sticking out, it pierces through the bubble and water's just dripping into the archives. It is dark in there. You are far below the water, and it is hard. Like you look through the doorway, you can see some bookshelves, and then it's just darkness.
Dark Vision 120.
Yes, you're not right at the door.
No, no.
Should we light this up? Like,
Please don't. No fire, please. Please.
I was gonna say light. Can't you do that?
Um, I do not have such a spell on hand.
It's a cantrip. If you've ever had it, you
I
should
know.
have it now. Okay.
Maybe he didn't need to pick it because he has 120 feet dark vision.
Fair. Well, okay, so we're going in lightless. I have dark vision as well, so let's go!
I think we all do.
I mean,
I
we
think-
could also just light a torch.
Well, you said no fire. What the fuck am I gonna light it with?
Well, just if you're going to light a torch, please be careful not to burn anything inside, including yourself.
Okay,
If I-
Please, you
if
seem
I-
the type.
If I'd be attuned to my new item, I could perhaps help, but I am not. I don't know what it does.
well, perhaps we need a rest once we figure out what is going on. Although we are in the middle of a chase of a character that we don't know where the fuck he is. It was a bit urgent, and then we kind of took a little step back here with this little gnome fuck. So perhaps go into the library, get your shit done, and move on. Is that what's happening?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Let's do that.
So
I'm
So
gonna
you guys-
I'm gonna cast detect magic. Sorry,
okay, what's the radius on the detect magic?
60 feet.
It says
30 feet?
it says size of library. That's what it says.
Magic.
You said that there is a magic bubble surrounding you. Fuck.
You bitch.
While Artemis is doing that, I don't know how long he's gonna take, but I might just chill for a bit and.
Okay, so you're not gonna go into the archives?
Well, I'm gonna go in, but like while they're looking around, I might just like hang back and.
Okay, so
Like,
just
I
stay
don't
at
know
the
how
door.
big's the arcade,
You look at these archives, and it is a big building. It is huge. Like this was a nation's archives.
Mhm.
What is contained in the bubble? Some of the building is still submerged, but like the bubble just like. Best way I can describe it, Reboot. You know when the GameCubes fell, it would like cut a building in half. I don't know if you watched Reboot as a kid or not.
As a kid, that's the key word there.
Yeah, so it's just like there's like a line that you can like you look and you can see like there's part of this building that is submerged. You get some access, but not all of it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's 30
Yeah, I
feet.
mean,
radius.
I'll just go in like one of the general area where they are and just kind of hang back and relax a little bit.
Okay, so
I don't know
as
if
you
we're gonna
guys,
be there, and I don't know if we're gonna be there long enough for a short rest, but whatever.
have to see.
I'm still chilling out.
so as you walk into the library, the first thing that you see is that the bookshelves seem to be made of the same material as the building, the stone. So like, even though it was crashed into with debris, these bookshelves are standing strong and steady. Many of the books are scattered. Some of them are still on the bookshelves, tipped over. You can see that there is a desk directly at the entrance. So when this was a bustling city, probably went in and out. Nobody could go in without being seen or out without being seen of the main entrance. And you hear like the stereotypical walking through the sewers, like water dripping down, hitting puddles. And for your 30 feet of detect magic, you detect nothing at the moment.
At that desk, basically, as soon as you walk in, can I quickly look if there's like a glossary of like what I can find if it's divided by sections and stuff like that?
You're trying to find
the Dewey Decimal.
You're trying to find how they organized the system. All right, you roll an investigation check. Pray, what are you doing in the library?
Well, I think last time I was in a library, I looked for elk books or a picture book with elks. Not sure if they'd have like a sequel to it, maybe with like Elks 2.0 or something of the sort.
Sure.
Instead of just one elk, it's two elks.
Well,
Just
oh no, not again.
roll an investigation check for elk books.
Yeah.
That's a 19.
19, okay. And Balder, you doing anything?
That's an 18 for me.
I'm gonna go look for the most, what looks to me like the most recent books here.
Okay, roll an investigation.
You might find Elk 3.0.
That's a 14.
14. All right, so we'll start with Artemis, since he's going right to the desk. You like walk around, you start digging around. You don't really find like, hey, this right here, but you can see that these archives are. It's not your typical library that'd be like, oh, aqueducts and agriculture. It's basically like records of the city, so finances, populace, like what they could keep records of in that time, they would keep track of. You can see that most of the library is about the imports and exports that are coming into the dock. What are you looking for specifically? Because there is a lot of information. This was, again, the main information hub of the city.
Okay, well, there's two things that I am looking for. One is if I can find like record of somebody living here called Kadoha Fogs, for one.
Okay.
See if I can find any information about him. And I want to see if, for some reason, I can find something relating to the God's Cradle.
Okay. So you are basically looking for research permits, all this stuff, especially where you found his name signed of a Cadova Fogs. That's just like, holy fuck, like he was here. There's something going on. You're digging through, and it's where you find that there is a basement to this building. The basement is where all records of research of importance would be kept. And you assume the God's Cradle, anything concerning Cadova Fogs, would be found in that basement. Pray. You don't find anything about elk, but you're looking for a book with pictures.
Yes.
And you find a book with a lot of pictures.
Ooh.
A lot of pictures of different boats.
Oh,
Boats.
I do like boats.
And
Oh.
these boats are drawn by, like, their ship would, it basically, you look at it and you can read common, right?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Some people
You
make
can
their
read,
And
right?
infernal and abyssal, and I can read
Okay.
horse. Come on.
That's right. You actually open a book and it says nay, 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 and you're like, I understand this. How did a horse write? And then it was written by a centaur. So you're looking at it, and it's basically like they have the name of the ship, captain of the ship, and then you have like a hand drawn, very well drawn of a vessel. So you scan through it. Nothing really sticks out, but there is if you want to roll an investigation on this book, I will let you
Sure.
do that.
I'm gonna bring it because I think maybe Erden could find it interesting.
Okay.
Being the first mate. No. That investigation is a 10.
There are lots of pretty boats here
Ooh.
with a lot of cool names.
Maybe we could get a gift for Foghorn or something. I don't know. I'll shout to Erden as I talk to myself. Apparently.
Puts it in his pack. Balder, what did you say you were looking for?
I was trying to find the most recent record I could.
Recent records. You look around, and it's hard to find anything recent, because again, like a lot of the stuff is water damaged and worn down with time. But what you do see with the 14 is you do see like these spiders, like that Dick Helm has running around the city gathering information. Go up to here, like go up to where Erden is, where Erden's just like focusing on his new item, and they just go to the door. They do a quick cursory glance. They don't go in. They just and they leave. That's what I'll give you with the 14.
Alrighty. Interesting.
Oh. What would you guys like to do?
I'll be like, I believe this basically everything that I'm looking for is in the basement. Is what you said, basically.
Yes.
apparently there is a basement in this facility. Is it obvious where the basement is?
Underneath you.
Yes, evidently. Thank you. Is there like stairs? Is there like a sign that says like
Yeah.
basement?
Again, you didn't find a map. You just found like a ledger where information was kept.
Okay. Well, there's apparently a basement here somewhere. Do you think perhaps we could just do a quick glance and see if we can find access to it?
You talking to me?
I mean, I figure we all gathered together again after we were done doing our thing.
Yes, yes, of course. Erden, you give the official yes, but yes, of course.
Sure. Erden will get up. He's like, ugh. He's sore from being in that fucking robot. So I'll head over to the group, and as I'm walking, I just want to kind of glance around the books, and like I'm not intensively going book by book, but just to see if there's anything regarding Bellarula noted or anything in there.
Okay, roll an investigation check.
Okay, 19.
You look around, like just quick cursory glance at the books that are like on the floor and around you. Again, these are like what Prey found. They're ledgers of what trade in and out of what was the major imports and exports of this city. You with a 19, I'll give you that you assume that with what you know about Bellarula, chances are if somebody studied or tried to figure out her history, any information would probably be with the research. Especially what you know about her, this is not information that they would just be like, oh, it's on the main floor right as you enter, general public.
Yeah, makes sense. That's why I was saying I'm not intensively looking, I'm just glancing just to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, that makes sense.
Has my detect magic pinged anything yet?
No.
All of our items.
Yeah, but your friends are glowing like a fucking cherry tree. The fuck? Why does I meant to say Christmas tree? My brain's like cherries.
Hey, cherries!
Glow like a cherry tree.
All right. So
I'd like to investigate to see if I can find where the basement is.
beneath you. You can roll investigation.
Yeah, I mean, well, we'll all do it. I
Yeah,
guess.
you're all actively looking there.
At some point, I'm just literally gonna do something to just make a hole in the floor. The DM made me do it. That is a 15.
15. You look around. It does take you a bit. You are rummaging and looking, and you're just like, holy, like, you start to get dismayed, thinking maybe the entrance is further in the back, submerged. And you start walking towards the back, because you're looking at you go around the sides, because if there's somewhere in the basement, it's probably built on the wall where there's a door you can lock. And you're walking, and then when you do the whole parameter about half the building, you reach where the bubble, you start to, instead of doing the square, you start to follow the rim of the bubble, water dripping on your head, you're starting to get a bit miserable, taking some drinks of your coffee to keep hot. You get to a point where you see the bubble is, and you look, and there's a hole in the ground. Something has fallen and made a hole in here, and going into the basement where the bubble is, you just see a steady waterfall into a pit. With your 120 feet, you can see that it's about probably 40 feet down into another floor. But there is water actively pouring in. Fucking Jesus Christ. There's water actively not filling, but just constantly draining into the basement.
I didn't find an entrance, but I found a hole in the ground, is what you're saying, basically.
Yes.
And
do you need me to swim, Artemis?
But again, like the bubble is like halfway into this hole. Like you can see there is air in the basement. It's just the floor. There's water in there. You don't know how deep it is.
or if there's anything in the water.
Exactly.
The floor is made of like stone, right?
Yes.
Basically.
Yes.
Do we maybe want to try attaching a rope or something and climb down? I don't want to use my wings for that.
I can just fall.
Good for you. I don't
I
feel
could-
like it.
Yes, if you would care to do so, you could attach a rope.
I shall
Is
do so.
Can I assess if there's enough room for my wings to spread open and like feather fall?
You could. The hole isn't like a massive hole. It's a hole that's probably about the same size as the tube at the beginning. The
So like
slip in
a 10-foot.
10 to 15-foot hole.
Okay, so definitely am able to, if
Yeah,
I
you
wanted to.
And it's a 40-foot drop.
Again, just lie down.
Yeah,
That's what you're doing?
Well, I'm gonna wait for everybody to look at it first. Does anybody want to climb down first?
I'm just looking around. Either Baldur and I should hold the rope, because we're the strongest. I feel like if I jump and Artemis tries to hold me, it might not be the best.
I mean, Artemis can just fly down.
We could also. Is there any of those bookcases close by? Those
That's
big
what I was gonna do. I
stone-
was gonna attach it to a bookcase or something. Assuming it's attached to the ground.
Yeah, it's like they're melded to the stone. Like this is all. This place was built like if something happens, it will stand. The roof wasn't, but the rest of the building would stand.
Yeah, that's what I planned on doing.
Yeah, sure. You can take some time to do that. I would say roll. Just one of you roll a strength check because you are trying to like. It is a bookshelf, so there is a divider in the middle. So so you can slot the books.
It's not it.
You're gonna have to break like through the stone to pass the rope.
You
through.
want me to break something? I'll turn my packed weapon into a maul. And be like, time for destruction.
So pray when you summon your maul.
Yep.
Usually, when you summon it, is it just the normal weapon
The maul.
appearance? So when you bring it into existence,
Yeah.
you see that the maul, instead of just being like a straight up like hammerhead with the spike at the end, which is that's a warhammer, just like a hammerhead, it's made of like dark obsidian, and just where the bludgeoning ends are, it just seems to have cracks through it, with purple radiating energy that shifts from greens to blues, and you just swing to hit. Just roll damage. It's a building.
Okay.
It's not gonna.
5 plus 6, 11.
11. So you hit it, and like it's not a super thick piece of wall. You like send cracks through it. Erden looks at it, takes his dagger, picks away a little bit, and then it just like, and there's enough room to put the rope through and tie it.
Can you please check the tensile strength?
The pencil strength? We don't have pencils.
I'll try to just test it.
I'm not gonna make you I'm not gonna be that dirty. You guys go and first of all, it's a wet rope because you guys went through the slip and slide. If you tie a wet knot, if you've watched The Prestige or you've watched anything with magicians, a good knot that is wet is hard to get untied, which is why a lot of people died in the fucking tanks. So it's on there. It's not a slip knot. You guys are just pulling at it, and it is. You're probably gonna lose this rope unless you cut it. You'll probably lose a few feet. But that rope is not coming loose.
All right. Pray, would you do the honors?
Yes.
And
I
Hey,
don't. I
hello.
do not touch the rope. Just.
Prey jumps. He jumps. Roll a acrobatics for me.
Sounds good. 14.
14. You've not done a lot of synchronized diving in the canyon.
No?
So you just jump and you guys watch as Prey just belly flops. A very good belly flop. Just into the water. And you see him sink a bit and he submerges. When you lift up Prey, you are approximately waist. Like, well, wait, how tall is Prey right now?
How right now?
Well, yeah, how tall? Well, I never really asked Prey's height.
I think he's 6'5".
So I'd say probably like mid-thigh, just above the knee depth in water.
Dip in your
Would that-
balls.
Well,
Would that
imagine
that
if I
means-
dove.
difficult terrain while in the basement? So yeah, Prey gets up and no damage. It was a good belly flop. You let the water just take your impact.
I'll just go down back. You good, Prey?
Oh yeah, fantastic. The rope
you
was
look
for the lesser acrobatic of the folk.
As you look down, Erden, you just see like a red line right through like Prey's face and like where his crop top can show his stomach. Like he smoked that water, and if it would have been anybody else but Prey that did that belly flop, it stings. It stings.
Kind of graciously kind of float down, just splash in
And
the water.
When you land in the water, same thing about knee to thigh depth water, because you're about 6 feet too. I think the
6'4".
shortest of you right now is Erden.
Yeah.
The reasonable sized person, yes, Erden.
Yeah. The one guy who's over 6 feet in real life is under 6 feet in this imaginary game. So about knee to thigh depth. And how Erden and Bald are getting down there.
Well, I'm going down the rope.
More civilized.
Balder,
Yeah, just
you
take-
should dive.
I'm good.
All right, I won't make you guys roll dex. Like if you throw the rope and like Prey's down there holding it, it's like just straight slide down. When you're all down there, you see again, Erden, the water for you is like hips to like belly button depth. So you guys are all standing there, and you see that like this basement is not like the upstairs. It's not road sectioned perfectly for easy access. This is just shelves of like loosely packed scrolls. There's some bookshelves that are actually toppled over because again the city did drop into the water. So there are bookshelves that are toppled over. You can just see like the books floating where they are. In a far corner, there's just a mound of books that goes from like to the basement 40 feet up to the top with the water flowing. Assume it's just like over time the books have gathered there. But you are in the archives basement. And like I said, you just see that it is in disarray, to say the least.
Still nothing has pinged.
For magic, let me double check. No. Nothing has pinged. For magical. So what would you
Does
guys
someone
like to do?
ping non-magical?
Oh! It's a magic shark! Fireball!
Can I
In the water,
look for shark?
yes.
Can I do a shark check?
You can roll. I will say for this, you can roll a nature check to
Ooh.
evaluate the tensity of the water.
That is a 17.
17. You are like you can see the ripples of the water like because the water's pouring. You're like, yeah, fishy, fishy, fishy. And
I'll turn the packed weapon into a trident. Be like, let's go.
And you see like small ripples, and you look and like there's like flounders and like tropical fish, and like you're like, ooh, these are strange fish, but no sharks
Yet.
yet.
Okay.
I'd like to investigate. Is it tall enough for me to fly under there? Like if I was to just stay
Oh.
above the water?
There's about 3 to 3 to 3.5 feet of water. So you in a 40-foot room, like it's 40 feet from like the water. So the room is approximately 43 feet tall.
Well,
Yes,
then I
there's-
will be floating above the water, please.
Okay. Erden's doing the puppy crawl. I hate this. Good thing Asher wasn't here because you just see his 2 ears out of the water.
Well, I'd be sitting on Prey's shoulders by now, for sure, for sure.
Right now, Asher is drowning.
Asher did not need to breathe though.
Yeah, that's right.
You would just
Alright.
see the ears, and I would be looking underwater.
All right, so you're hovering. So yeah, you guys have this basement to yourselves. What would you like to do?
Why do I feel like it's not really to ourselves? But that's just me thinking out loud.
Well, I haven't seen Shark Boys. I feel pretty confident that
Shark
we're
Boy?
safe.
I'd like to investigate for those things that I was looking for, see if I can find anything.
All right, so you're gonna roll an investigation.
Yes. Are there any other rooms? Is it just one big ass fucking room?
Yeah, I'll say roll a perception for this because you're not investigating. You're just looking at what you can see.
I think that's just a straight 13, to be honest, but let me check. Perception.
I'll keep my eyes peeled in case a shark were to.
Oh, it's 14 actually.
14. You look around the room and you see that this room, like this basement, probably spans the entirety of like what the building was. But again, the bubble is sealing off where you guys are, so it's like pouring water in. And you're also just like looking, and you can see like where it dropped. This is a section of the library's basement that didn't the archives library that did not collapse entirely. So like you can see like there's 40 feet up, and then there's I'd say probably 30 feet diameter of this basement that is non-covered in debris, which is still a lot of documentation. Like 40 feet of shelves with 30 feet around, like that's a lot of fucking room. But yeah, so you can assume like if you were to start digging through, like going into the watered part or finding other holes, you could maybe find more of these collapsed pockets. But you can tell, like with a 14, that chances are this basement is scattered, like small pockets of preserved information.
Mm-hmm. So basically, what you're saying is Artemis could spend days here.
Oh, Artemis could spend months, years. Like this is a massive building.
I mean, the basic information of like, yes, Joe Schmo lived at 45 fuck you lane. I don't give a shit about that guy. Like,
All right, so Joe, that is now a canon. There is now a fuck you lane in the ruins.
Cool.
well, it could have been another part of not Palumis, but the other part of the Crimson Capital too. You never know. Could be the street that the capital is on.
Fuck you lane. Fuck you lane. Fuck you
Fuck you lane.
me. All right, so yeah, so that's what you get with that perception. What are you guys doing in this small pocketed area?
I'm investigating.
Okay, what are you looking for? Again, this is a 30 by 40 foot room. It is still large, so it depends how much time you want to spend here.
I feel like the others are going to rush me, but
Take your
it depends
time.
on what the others do. Prey might be looking for elk books still. You never know. That might be of great interest to Prey.
I'll pass the book over to Erden before I forget.
Yeah, so you get the book the book of boat drawings.
That's how I analyzed it. You might have a different perspective, but yeah.
Yes. Okay.
I'll have a look at it later on.
Okay. Erden is becoming a library. The occult book of Bellarula, the fucking boat book.
That's what I mean. He's not in his element in the library, so that's why he's like, eh. So like, I still want to look for stuff for Bellarula, but like, I don't know how to look for stuff in the library. So I'm just like glancing around trying to find something and
Okay, so again,
You always ask the person who's a little bit more well versed in archives.
I will describe the room again because if you're rolling investigation checks with a time crunch, I would like you guys to go like I'm going to investigate this section because if you go I investigate the whole thing, I will take a few hours of you guys. So there is again in this 30-foot diameter room, I'd say to the no one has found Donnie's books yet. On the left-hand side, you can see that there are a few bookshelves. They seem somewhat empty, but they're filled with like ledgers, like books that are bound. To the in front of you at the far wall, there seems to be what would be more of a ornate bookshelf. It seems like this was more. You can see like there used to be paned glass, like glass windows around these books. Just next to that, there's the big mound of books of just where everything's washed up. And on the right-hand side is where there is that shelf of just like loosely stacked scrolls of like probably they were looking through it and deciding what book to put it into. And behind you, there is just rubble and water.
Well, I'm going to say probably I'd like to spend equal time with the ornate shelf and the scrolls.
Okay. Roll an investigation check for me, please.
I'm gonna look at the one that's all like mostly empty.
Okay, just give me a minute.
The one that requires the least amount of work. That is a 27.
Okay, cool.
18 plus 9.
Woo!
You said the loose one, the fallen. Prey and Balder.
Are there like the ladders to like get up to the higher ones? Is that a thing here?
I'll say for a 40-foot room, if you take like a few minutes, you can find one.
Cool. I would like to, as I'm still looking around for shark or, significant water creatures, I'll like to set one up and just climb up and get a bird's eye view of the water, ready to pounce at the next
Side
shark.
view at this point.
So I will say you can roll your investigation to find that.
Okay.
There's also, like I said, the pile of books that goes 40 feet. Like it's like a hill that climbs up.
I rolled a 1, so I feel like the ladder thing might not happen, but if that's the case, I'll just go up the hill.
So,
Going up the hill.
so deal with Brian
And
And- Balder. What are you doing?
I was gonna go over and start looking through the pile of books up against the wall, but
Okay.
I'm also trying to look to see if I can see where the water's going as it's leaving this room.
Okay, so I'll put hill water. All right, so Art got a 27. Erden, could I get your investigation of the fallen bookshelf?
I rolled a crit, so 25.
25.
Natural 20.
Natural
Crit.
20.
25. Prey rolled a 1, so she's going up the hill. And Balder, could you roll an investigation check for me?
Oh, sorry, me? What?
Natural
Balder.
20 for 21.
Damn, 2 crits.
Natural 20.
What a
Get
waste.
those out of the way.
We're gonna die in combat, motherfuckers.
Get those out of the way, boys. So, I'll start with Artemis. Artemis, you are looking through with a 27. Damn, that's good. You are looking through the fancy books, and you see that like many of them have fallen into the water, and chances are like shifted into that pile. And you're looking, but what you also go like, well, there was glass, so if the glass shattered when they fell, maybe some fell like down into the water behind where the pain was. You know what I mean? So you you take a minute, you look, and you like put your hand in, you start feeling, and you feel a few books, and you pull them out, and you put like I'd say you find 3.
4?
3.
3.
Sorry, just stomping upstairs. You find 3. So you, the 3 books you find, there's one that is, you start, they're water damaged. So like some of the pages are preserved, some of them are unlegible. And you look through the one that's less ruined, and you see, like, you're quickly glancing, right? Like, because you're like, I don't want these guys to rush me out of here. I need to find if this book is good. And you glance through the first one, and you see the words God's Cradle. You know that this book may contain some information about the God's Cradle. So you can put God's Cradle book. The second one is very water damaged. It's hard. What you do see is like a record of high-powered individuals that would have come, like adventurers or stuff that would have come through, and it's just a list of who they would have come. You see that one of the groups was hired by Kedoha Fogs, and the last one. What languages do you speak?
Common, Elvish, Infernal, and Celestial.
It isn't a language you do not understand.
Okay.
So I assume you're granted.
Does it look important?
It's
I'm
hard
just
to
gonna
tell.
grab it. Too many books is never something on Artemis's mind.
Okay, you grab all of it, and then we're gonna go to Erden. Erden, you are looking through this bookshelf. Again, you have no idea what you're looking for, but you're just looking through the one that is like this fall. You're looking at the ones that are in the water, like trudging through, pushing them out of the way, and like you just see like ruined books. You're like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, and then you just stop and you go, okay, and you look, and you're like, and for whatever reason, you see a spectral hand just grab a book and let it go. You've seen this hand before. It's not a gothic horror decrepit hand. It is a hand that when you use your Wails of the Grave, brandishes a longsword. You know that this is your father's hand, giving you assistance. So you grab it and you look through it. And it is a list of high-powered individuals that have entered the port and their business. You see the name Bellarula, and you see the name of 4 other people. They're, like, just by quick glance, they're hard to read. They're not completely destroyed, but you need to, it would be one of those things where you have to sit down and be like, okay, this letter is. But you know that this book, with your dad's help, does hold some information about who she is. Pray you can't find a ladder. Climb the books! And you climb the books. Balder, you are walking. You see Prey just fucking beeline it up the books, and you're like, ah, fucking Jesus Christ, Prey. Like he's kicking some books that are dry into the water. You're just like, fuck. And then he's like up top just looking. You look and you can see like the water seems to be siphoning to this book pile. And you're thinking, the water, and then you climb. Are you climbing up onto the pile,
Me, yeah.
Balder?
I was just gonna try to look around it right now, but if it looks
Okay.
like getting up higher give me a better advantage, I would.
Okay. So as you, like, before doing your due diligence as you always do, you're looking at it like, okay, maybe if I go around to the side and start moving some books out of the way, I can create a funnel that will get more water out. And as soon as you, like, start digging with your hands, you realize I can't move this stuff with my hands. So take one of your swords out, drive it in, and you start to pry. As this happens, give me a moment. So give me a moment. Dice. Oh, that's not in there. All right, dice tray. That's hit. Maybe. All right, so Prey does a 21 hit.
What do you think?
Yes. Artemis does a 21 hit.
Yes.
Baldur does a 24, or not 24,
41.
26 hit.
Yup.
All right, so as you start to pry, and Prey is up top with the trident, just aiming, and Artemis is going from the fancy books to the scrolls. Prey, you feel the book pile just open and just slam on your legs. Yes, Artemis.
I'm in the air, just so
Yes.
you remember. Okay.
Okay.
I know it's a book pile that is 40 feet in the air. I'm just
As you fly over this book pile, you see a tendril just and just whip at you, same as Baldur. Prey, you take okay, that one and
Hands on my mic! It's on my neck.
Prey, and then so Prey, you take ooh, that's bad.
Bad or good?
You take you take 19 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And 8 points of acid damage as its teeth just slam onto you and you feel them just pierce into your thighs. Baldur, you take 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Of pee damage.
Of P damage. Of bludgeoning damage as you drive your sword in, you just feel the tendril just smack you right across the chest. And you feel the tendril just slam onto you and it's not letting go. And
sucky boy.
Sucky boy. And Artemis, you take not bad. 10 points of bludgeoning damage as this thing just wraps around your leg and just like drags you down a little bit. And I'm gonna need some initiative from the men of the Gill.
As the men of the guild roll the initiative, I shall roll the mystery D20s. There are 3 of them currently. Hooyah! First one is a 6. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. 6 is enemies heal 2. Okay, that's a good time.
Not bad.
Good timing, at least. Number 2 is a
this-
13.
Hmm?
We get another potion of healing.
Erden!
Erden, would you like a potion? Cool. And the third one. Huzzah! Oh, fuck. I saw 18 and 19 go by, but it is a 7. Enemies get +2 AC next round.
Okay, so I will add that. Alright,
You're gonna
so what did so Prey got a 15. Prey got a 15.
Yes.
What did you get, Artemis?
21.
1. Erden. Oh, is Sean muted? Because I can't hear him.
19.
19. Ooh. And Baldur.
Boulder died already.
Baldur is dead.
Right? Oh,
Sorry, keep distracted. Okay, what
What's
Initiative.
initiative?
20.
Ooh. Baldur goes second. 20.
Ray, you actually rolled above 10 this time.
Very
He did.
surprising. Very surprising. My other campaign, I have -1 initiative, so I've rolled a 0 initiative.
So Erden is next.
Yeah. The Guardian.
Yeah. Doesn't guard much.
All right. So first on the initiative is Artemis, you are now being withheld in the air by this tendril. What would you like to do?
Everybody else is in the water. This is probably not a good idea.
Prey is bitten by it. Erden and Balder are in the water.
Okay. I'm not gonna lightning bolt straight down at it because I'm also being touched by it. Does that work? Does like lightning bolt? No? Okay. Thank fuck.
It's magical lightning.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm just gonna shoot a lightning bolt right down at it.
All right. What's the save?
It's I think dexterity.
Dex saving throw. Oh, I can't hear you anymore there, Juice.
You cannot hear me?
We heard
No,
that.
it's a 17.
You rolled a 17? 17
I did.
just saves.
Okay, so
You still take
How
half
are you-
damage, but
yes, how are you angling this to not hit prey?
To not hit prey.
Okay. Because it's a straight
Well-
line, right? It's a straight line?
yeah, it's a straight
Okay,
line.
I'll-
It's
I'll
not like an
assume you
area
just-
of effect. It's
Yeah.
just
I'll assume you just like, prey's over there. I'm going to shoot its head right over here. It's 40 feet. So, yeah.
oh yeah, yeah. Let me just check. I think it's the same as
It's a D6, yeah. Fireball.
It's D6, yeah.
Ba-ba-bum.
Okay.
All right. While you're doing that, Balder, it's your turn.
Well, so am I grappled?
Let's see here. Adhered. Yes. A creature adhered to the mimic is also grappled by it. The target is restrained.
Le poupou?
Yeah.
That is 15 points of lightning damage. That's halved already.
15. Cool. Thank you. So you. And it just. It doesn't seem to react as much as you want it to.
Yes, well, yes.
Yes.
The lightning ignites flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried, just as well. If
Artemis
So the pile
begins
of
to
books?
somewhat. Artemis starts to somewhat cry as some of the books that smolder a bit because they are wet. So like there's like you see smoke of the books. You're like the books, no. So you take 2 points of psychic damage. I'm joking. That'd be such a dick thing to do a wizard. Every time you burn a book, your brain just. Yeah, Baldur. So
if
it's your
those are
turn,
the
yeah.
2 points that kills Artemis, I will find you.
You are You're grappled and restrained.
Alright, what does restrain do? Just can't move.
Restrained
You have
is
disadvantage.
has-
They have advantage.
Speed becomes 0. Benefits. You can't benefit from any speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature attack rolls have disadvantage. Creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Alright, well, it's right here. I'm just gonna swing at it. I want to take some swings.
Take some swings.
Go, Baldur! Go, Baldur! Go!
So, I rolled disadvantage. I got a 20 and a 1.
The one doesn't. You go to swing right at the tendril that is holding you, and as you go to swing, it just like you have a feeling that it sees you mid swing and just like pulls, and as you pull, it throws off your balance, and you just like smash right into the water.
Alright, second swing. That's better. 24 to hit.
Yeah.
24 hit.
That's 10 slashing damage.
Okay.
And offhand attack. That's an 18 to hit.
18 hits.
That's another 8 slashing damage.
8. Perfect. So you are slashing into this tendril in front of you, and you're giving good swings. You're expecting like sever it off, but it's just like you just seems like hit, but there's just enough meatiness to it that your blade is sinking like an inch and then it's like having a hard time getting deeper, but you do see the tendril reacting every time. You're splashing water, and just this purple ichor just smashes you in the face, and just it tastes like chum smells.
Ew.
It's the best way to describe it.
That's
It is
nasty.
now Erden's turn. So you are about, I'd say, 30 feet from your friends, who are everyone but Prey is actually grappled right now.
Very nice. I'm gonna do. Nah, I won't bother with that. I'll shoot it using precision attacks. I'm gonna use a superiority die. 30 to hit. Minus 5.
Woo!
25.
That hurt. That hits.
So I get. No. 27. 27 piercing damage.
Okay.
Second attack. 29 to
29 hits.
Woo! Jesus.
8 damage.
8.
And then my hand
Man.
crossbow. 26 to hit.
26 hits. God damn it, Erden.
God damn.
It's like plus 11 and plus 10. It's like roll a 16, roll a 19, roll.
Right, can you add a Jordan? Can you add a god damn button?
I really should. I have a
Kill that boy.
kill that boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
7 damage.
7 damage. God damn it, Erden. God damn it, that hurts. 7, so
That hurtens.
that hurtens. All right. So after Erden's turn, it's Prey's turn.
I'm not used to going this early in the fight. I will recklessly attack this fucking thing after raging. Trident.
Trident its face.
Actually, that's 18 to hit.
18 hits.
I'm like, oh, an 8. I was like, wait, plus 10. Like, god damn, we're getting pretty hefty strikes here. Okay, so that is 12 regular and then 3 radiant.
Could you roll another d6 for me?
Yes. I rolled a 3 on said d6.
All right, so that's 2 3s. So as you take your trident, just stab it into it, and as you go, you see the trident again, black obsidian, the entire thing, and from where your hand is holding it up, you just see these swirls of purple energy. And as you drive it in, you just see it just go as purple energy just expulses throughout. The radiant damage that you usually do seems to be amplified, as when you hit it, you just hear add an extra d6 radiant damage.
Cool. So, okay, cool. I also get to attack twice, so I'll attack again. Sorry.
So wait, that was 12 plus
15 to hit.
15 misses.
Bleh. Cool.
So 2 minutes, I gotta add the 6, 18 points of damage here. Alright, so you stab it, just, and you lift up again, you spin it around, you just go to whack it down again, and as you go to whack it down, you see the book just shift, and you're just seems like it moved its body out of the way. It is now its turn. Would it do that? I think it would. Ooh, yeah.
Oh,
It's gonna do that.
Yeah.
So it is going to.
Seduce Erden.
Let me see here for a minute. Am I gonna be? Yeah, I'll do it. Fuck it.
Oh, you're the one.
So as Artemis is grappled above it, and Prey is on top of it, and Baldur's to the side, and Erden's been blasting it. You see the mouth that was around you, Prey. You see like 3, 4, like 6 eyes just all open, and it just starts to take in the environment, and then it locks onto Erden, who shot it enough times. And you just feel this thing start to shake as where on the side where Balder is, you see just a cloud begin to fog, just radiate off on the water. I'm gonna need Prey, Erden, and Balder. To make dexterity saving throws, Balder, do it with disadvantage.
16.
13.
Just fails.
21.
21 succeeds. So.
Did it just rip apart? Like, is that what happened?
As this, I'm just trying to get the dice here. 2, 3. A minute here, just gotta find the dice. Where's the last one?
That's a reaction counterspell.
It's not a spell.
I don't know if it's a spell.
Counter ability.
Counter natural ability from this beast. Where is D8? I'll just roll an extra one. So, as it begins to, you feel this thing just hit into you, and your skin feels like it begins to like sizzle and peel under your armor.
Ugh.
So,
Acid.
let's see. I'll reroll that one for that extra damage. That was 2. So, all right. So,
He's counting in abyssal. Careful, folks. Don't listen. 8, 9, 14, 24.
So Balder, you take 24 points of acid damage, and you are blinded. Prey and Erden, you each take 12 points of acid damage, and are not blinded.
Ouchie.
So it is now back to the top of the round. Artemis, you are seeing your friend.
D20?
Mystery D20s, anybody?
There has not been one redeemed
Wait.
yet, but maybe by the. Oh, look at that! Thank you very much. Mystery D20. It is a 10, which is reroll -1. That is a 9 -1, which is 8, which is enemy gets to use a healing potion as a reaction. 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2, thank you. I will roll that.
Don't like that.
2d4.
Don't like that.
I don't mind that.
Nope, I don't.
Someone should
Yeah,
make
that's
a thief rogue and just get all the group loot potions. Just bonus action. Just bloop.
So you said 2d4 plus 2?
2d4 plus 2. Yeah. What was that, Sean?
Or just play a Hadouzi.
Yeah, or that.
Okay. Good. Go Artemis. You are in the sky. You see this green ooze. You see Prey just like, ah! And you can see again his abdomen exposed because of his crop top. Just see like blisters and just his skin burning. You see Balder and Erden literally like where they are, just trying to submerge themselves in the water to hide. And when they get back up, they are just looks like their skin is beginning to be boiled.
Sizzling.
Does it burn the
Yummy.
birthmark away? No? Okay.
No.
You
Dude,
are
that's like the only
bleached.
thing that
You're
that's
you're
the only
just like Michael Jackson. You're as pale as ever.
it's the only thing that's not touched.
Yeah.
Nice wording.
Yeah. I am. Oh God. I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead on it.
Okay. What's the save?
Wisdom.
It is Wisdom.
Soul of the dead.
All of
That-
the dead.
That was a 19 rolled. Wow, that's actually pretty. It's a wisdom?
Yeah.
That is. Jesus Christ, that is a 25. This thing's wise.
It makes her wise.
I mean, it's made of books.
It is made of books. Fair enough.
I've been spending millennia reading, you bitch.
I'm soggy, but I'm wise.
Well, that does nothing, and now I am sad.
It is now Baldur's turn.
Well, I already had disadvantage, and I'm blind. I'm just going to bonus action second wind to get some health back before I die.
I had my second win.
Jesus Christ, pray. Alright. So Baldur uses second wind. What are you doing for your action?
I'm gonna swing wildly. Because what else am I supposed to do? I'm held
Yeah, you
and
already-
blinded and
You already have disadvantage, so I can't give you double disadvantage.
that's a 22 to hit.
Damn. Baldur's fight or flight has kicked in. That hits.
Sure. That's 9 slashing for the first one.
He's gonna have wings here shortly.
Second swing was a 13 to hit.
13 misses. So on the first swipe, you go and you don't even aim for the tentacle. You just like drive it into the book pile and you just hear. So you take your sword out and you go to swing, and as you swing, the tendril just like starts to shake you around violently. You just like, you swing wide. So that's your turn. It is now Erden's turn.
Can you-
Shoot
oh,
this
there you go.
motherfucker.
You gonna shoot the motherfucker?
Yeah, I'll try anyway. I mean, 27.
7 hits.
I gotta put back my. There. Okay. So, oh, right, sneak attack.
Kill that boy.
16 damage.
16 damage.
Kill that boy.
Second attack,
Kill that boy.
16 to hit.
16 hits.
5 damage.
Eh? Yeah, better than nothing.
Action surge.
Yeah!
Kill that boy.
Kill that boy.
19 to hit.
19 hits.
6 damage. 20 to hit.
20 hits.
Another 6 damage. Thunk, thunk, thunk. And bonus action, second win.
All right. Isn't action surge a bonus action?
No.
No. Okay, just okay. I wanted to be sure.
Oh, yeah.
Right on. So as you see Erden just like get up, just like just start shooting this thing. Pray, you can begin. You feel the books that you're standing on just begin to quiver. Like it seems like it's fighting to keep its composure and structure and its structure.
Oh, Whales of the Grave. Is it a bonus action? I just want to double check. Whales of the
Yeah.
Grave. That's a bonus action. Immediately after you deal sneak attack, you can just do it.
Can it be on the same target?
Well, that's what I was wondering. Because last time you on the big fucker god skeleton
Yeah.
fucker, you said since it was a large creature that you would allow it.
I'll allow it. If I've allowed it once, I will allow it again. I won't change my judgments on that.
We will get away with everything.
For yeah, 4 necrotic damage.
Or necrotic. Okay. Cool. The caustic mist recharges. It can't get to Erden, and it's the one fucking him up. It's gonna do it again. I'm gonna need
Oi,
Prey,
oi,
Erden,
oi.
Balder.
It's back. No, I'm kidding.
13.
Hail.
Oh, how dare you, mimic beast?
16.
Succeeds.
Ooh, 15.
Succeeds. So Prey's the only one to have failed.
No.
So, may the gods be in your favor. I'm actually, you know what? Oh no, I'm gonna roll it and roll 20. I want to make it public, just to see for the roll.
We'll see. It won't be public, but
Well, for you guys at least. Slash roll.
Danger, danger.
whoa!
Hey, you take 37 points of acid damage.
Woo!
You're still up.
I don't resist that.
What's half of 37?
That'd be 18.
Balder and Erden, you take 18 points of acid damage.
I go down.
You
and
get
then
back
I stand
up
back up.
because of Lorkish resilience.
Oh, no!
Yeah,
Danger, danger.
I heard a stomp on the floor.
Kill
That means
that boy.
bring it down. So you guys, Prey, you're blinded. Balder, you're still held by a tentacle, still blind.
At least I'm standing on it.
Yeah, it's now Artemis's turn.
Is this thing looking rough, or it's starting to look like it's seen
this
better days?
this thing is. You are looking at it, and like there is just, it is leaking so much. It is fighting to keep its physical.
It's leaking.
I'm going to cast Scorching Ray on it then.
Okay, what's that? What do I have to roll for that?
You don't have to roll anything.
Oh, you gotta roll the hit.
It's
I do
three,
have to roll
three
to hit.
beams, right?
It's 3 beams. If I basically just have to roll it once, but it's 3 beams of 2d6 fire damage each.
No, I think you need
Which-
to roll 3 times.
It is.
You create
Scorching
3
Ray?
rays. You can hurl them at one target or several. Make a ranged spell attack for each ray. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
17.
17 hits. Just roll that damage. Just roll that damage for the first one.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Actually, give me a moment.
Just keep rolling.
The second one's
could
20,
you,
23.
roll. Well, okay, so I will make you do 6 rolls, please.
Oh,
Because
disadvantage.
you are still restrained. Take the lowest of the 6.
That doesn't make sense. That's not how disadvantage works. It's not roll
I'm
6,
gonna roll
grab the
2
3
sets.
worst.
I'm gonna roll 3 sets of 2.
Yeah. Let's do that.
So 15.
15 hits. So roll the damage on that one.
12 for the other one. 18 and 2. Okay, 2d6. Sorry. Let me do that first, I guess. 7 fire damage for the first attack.
So you describe this beast's demise.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Woo.
In my I'm all Artemis is all primed to show his like magical prowess, and he's just like haha, and he just like basically prepares these 3 balls, and then he basically hurls the first one fully expecting to throw the other 2, and then as he hits it and sees that the fireball basically kills the beast, he just looks at the 2 other ones and he's like, oh, and he just like ignites them in his hand like extinguishes them in his hand.
So
Take
as
that.
you go and just, and as you fire, you aim, and you see like one of the eyes I told Prey that appeared around him, and you just, and it sinks in. And usually when you drive something into something's eye, it usually is like starts spewing out, and Prey's braced to be like, "Eh." But the firebolt you're launching,
I don't see
It's-
it.
yeah, well, you would expect to see a geyser of just gore. But you see your firebolt go in, and you just look at it as it cauterizes, as it drives deeper into it, and this thing just squirming. It lets go of Balder and lets go of you, and is just trying to like dig into itself. To basically, it feels like something is driven into it, and it feels like there's a splinter it can't get out. So it's just digging into itself, and you see that it starts to tear itself apart, trying to get to it, and just. The one thing you see is as it tears apart, the water around it just begins to, and then just like a clog, just this thing gets sucked out. And Prey, you fall in the water, and you smoke up against the wall.
The shark is getting me!
Balder, you smoke up against the wall too. The water is now down to like ankle level. You guys don't get sucked into the hole. This thing just got sucked in, and the books just were like spreading around. It is gone. The body is gone. And you are now in this basement, beaten and worn. What would you like to do?
If I feel a book next to me, I'll attack it with the trident.
Well, like, did the water level go down?
Yeah, it dropped down to like your ankle. There's no longer difficult terrain.
It's like basically just the bottom of my foot.
I just slumped down to the ground. I'm just sitting there.
Same.
Heavy breathing.
It's like, oh, what the fuck?
I'm looking at the HP totals and I'm just like, oh fuck.
yeah,
Yeah.
she was close.
I'm like
You were
grabbing
literally
water,
in
trying to
the
rinse out my
air.
eyes so I can see again.
I'll say like after like a few like 30 seconds, Prey and Balder, your vision comes back. So does yours, Prey, after a little bit after Balder.
I felt like I was back in the womb. Couldn't see anything. I just assume. I don't remember, but I assume.
Pardon my bluntness, but you guys all look like shit.
At least I don't have feathers.
I'll just like do like a couple of flaps and like sit on top of a bookshelf and be like,
Are we taking a battle nap? Is that what we're doing here? We're gonna each grab a little shelf and just have a little quick snooze? Is that what's happening? Because I could use a little nap.
I mean, you could go upstairs where it's dry.
I just don't want to fall off a rope and hurt myself because there's no water anymore. That would be a bad way to die. Although I do have a beautiful necklace that would prevent my death, but
Can I just point out that Prey says going up a rope and falling and dying is terrible, coming from the man who's thrown himself off more cliffs than I care to count.
well, when I feel good, I'm good. When I feel like this, bad. Everything is death. Not that I fear it, but I try to avoid it, of course.
I'm okay with taking a little breather here.
Are there like enough shelves in like dry areas that we can kind of just rest here?
Sure. Roll a perception check. See if there's shelves.
Okay. Anybody else want to look for shelves, or because if I
Yeah,
find
I'll
one,
look too.
I'm dibsing it. That's
I got
a
an 8.
that's a 10 for me.
The perception.
4 for me.
Books everywhere, not a single fucking shelf anywhere.
You guys see some shelves that you could probably just like prop up and take a little nappy nap on if you wanted to.
I rolled a 19 if that changes anything. Is it perception?
You, Erden, you with a 19 go. That was a big ass mimic. That probably didn't come from inside this library. And you look, and then there's just water still pouring in, and you're like, that could be an issue. So your mind goes, that is unprotected wilderness wanting to come in. So you could certainly try to rest here for an hour, but your survivalist instincts of being in the woods go, if there's a big predator, it's probably keeping little predators out, and that big predator's gone. I don't like that.
I'll kind of share it to the team. I'll just point out and I'll be like, uh, what if there's a good old bit that comes from the waterfall now that gross fucker bit is dead? Probably be safer upstairs, but
I think I agree, Erden. There's a reason you're the first mate, and I can fight a shark. I can't do so while sleeping, though, so I think probably best. I don't think sharks can climb ropes. I'd have to double check, ask a shark at one point, but I think you're onto something.
Using my wings, can I try to assist the other 3 up the rope? Not carrying them, they have to carry themselves, but like basically giving them a little bit of weight support with my own, just like.
Sure. So Artemis will be giving you guys advantage on this athletic check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you guys want me to go first or last? I can try to catch someone. That always works.
Do a cow.
I mean, I can go first, and I can help pull the rope too while you're climbing. Because it's just the 2 of us that have to. Or is Erden your wings are done, aren't they?
No, he hasn't used them yet.
I'm saving them.
This would be a very piss poor time to just be like.
59 minutes of, well, that was a waste.
Well, I got a 24 for my athletics check, so I'll climb up, and then I can help with from the top.
Artemis goes to help Balder, and Balder's like, no, I've done this before, and just like using his gloves, like wrapping, just like, ah! Just grabs up, and then he holds the rope up top.
Pride.
Yeah, just
Too proud to get help.
He fell down, died, and got back up. So he's like, no, I am indestructible. He's got that adrenaline rush, the orcish adrenaline rush, I'll say. Who's next?
Erden, I can catch you if you happen to fall.
Maybe 13.
You rolled with advantage.
I did.
You go to slip, and Artemis just like with his wings, just like, and you're like, you make it up safe and sound.
Ow, 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 ow.
Oh yeah, your bodies are killing you.
22 for me.
Artemis just, as you go up, you're like, Artemis, grab your talons here, and Artemis just like puts his talons where the vulture drove his talons into you. You're like, this feels normal.
PTSD,
And you-
PTSD.
You guys make it up top, not a problem at all.
Nap time.
Are you taking a short or long rest?
Short.
Long. Okay.
Long? It's hard to say what time of day it is, and I don't remember, like, was it the morning that we got here?
It was the morning when you met with Daedra. It was about like mid-afternoon when you guys jumped off the cliff.
Okay, so it's like nighttime-ish now.
Yeah, but you guys haven't really been like... You guys have only been in these ruins really for like probably a half hour.
Okay. It feels like
that long.
it feels like 4 weeks, but yes, it's probably realistically been half an hour.
Yeah, half an hour.
Short rest.
Yeah, short rest. We are in hot pursuit of the real Balder Camille. I mean, the fake Balder Camille.
I was about to smack it.
And that's how Prey dies. Just...
Apologies.
Back it.
Cool. So yeah, I'll just curl up in a ball somewhere where it's dry.
Okay, so you guys, it's one thing you guys realize is since this thing is dealt with, you actually see the spiders just like begin to come in to the library.
Yeah. So
Okay, so roll
some hit dice.
some hit dice.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
fuck.
roll some hit dice. And if you want to, level 9.
Oh, if it's
Wait.
a long rest, we don't need to roll hit dice.
Oh,
Level 9. We are level 9.
Sure.
what?
We are level 9.
Oh, so by the end of this episode, you guys will be level 10.
Cool. So not level up now, level up at the end?
Yeah, at the end of the episode, just so we don't drag it on for people watching.
Sounds Gucci.
Okay, so did we do short?
It's your choice.
I did short.
Oh, okay, we're just doing
I
short.
also-
Right, sorry.
I also
sorry.
did short, yes.
My bad. Okay,
Short rest.
I'll keep that roll.
All right. So you guys take yourself a short rest. If you want to attune to some things need attunement,
Oh,
can.
yeah.
If you want to look
Yeah,
through the book.
I did 2 spell dice, but I'm also going to start seeing if I can go through that book as well a little bit while I'm resting.
Which one are you going through?
The the Golden Cradle book, the God's Cradle book. Sorry.
God's Cradle book. All right. So you are looking through as your teammates that got fucking rocked by this thing are like, and you're like, good bodyguards, good bodyguards. You begin to look through the book. You roll an investigation check for me, just to
Bad
see how
beat.
much information you gather.
Maximum hit points.
It is a 28.
28. Damn, you get a
19
lot.
plus 9.
You get a lot of information. This is still a massive, like not a massive tome, but it's still a big book. You see that this book is a lot of different research from different peoples that, like, somebody researched this, brought it, and then somebody compiled all of it to make it make sense. And when there was something to be added, this person would add to it. A lot of the research that is done primarily speaks of the God's Cradle from a religious point of view. It speaks of two demi-deities known as Dessa and Sezu, and how they explained of an area where gods roamed freely. They roamed the land. And they explain a bit about how there is a war that is raging in the area north of what is known as the Twins. So, like, there's, from the information you know, there's the Hadriel, where the God's Cradle is. It used to be an identical landmass. And they explain that to the north, there is a war between good and evil that is constantly being waged, and they left. Because they couldn't... Not that they couldn't pick a side, they couldn't justify putting their efforts with either side. So they left to do their own thing. And then once that ends, it goes to the people speaking. Of them saying that Dessa and Sezu helped. Where exploration and colonization of the island, of the southern hemisphere, which is now Sepdion, needed to happen, they were there to help the common folk. And then it speaks of the war that happened between the three brothers. This war that it speaks of is taken note by an explorer who witnessed it. And it explains how there were 3 floating people, which are presumably supposed to be Sezu, Dessa, and Sepdion, that were fighting. The fight lasted weeks on end. And Sepdion seemed to be getting the upper hand until Sezu and Dessa paired together to strike down Sepdion. When Sepdion fell, he smoked the ground and created a crater. where that crater was, within seconds, a large lone mountain rose.
Stiff.
The description of the way the mountain looks sounds like the mountain in Palumas. And the two brothers, Sezu and Dessa, that did this were struck down by a being of unimaginable magnitude. It is said that they were both struck down at the same time with ease. They were never seen again. Moments after that happened, a large crack was heard, and Seption was separated from the rest of its larger landmass. And the god's cradle has been locked in a constant hurricane. That is what you get with a 28. You get a history of Seption. Yeah. So anything else you guys want to do? While you're napping? Erden, I assume you're tuning to your
Oh,
item.
absolutely.
You are attuned.
I don't have anything.
Okay, so yes, you guys are all well rested, taking a breather. The spiders are crawling around you, just like grabbing little sheets of paper and like running away back to Dick Helm.
If I see any of them, if I see any of them get close to me where I think there could be information, I'll like swat one away and look, see if I can grab whatever is like, be like, no.
So you're grabbing it and you see like it's just like these spiders are not intelligent. They just grab something that like if it's legible paper, if it's anything, they will grab it. And it's like some of them are just like receipts and stuff. So like you don't. The most information you find is in the book you're reading.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, you guys are all healed up. You're all rested up. You're attuned. You looked into a book. What would you guys like to do now?
Well, I appreciate you guys helping me and coming here. I think I found something maybe interesting for me to read later. I suppose now we should probably go find that fellow that jumped off a balcony like a fool. He didn't have any wings.
I mean, I also didn't have any wings, but
So prey is right in front of you.
No, the one that looks like you.
oh, don't insult people like that.
Okay, Jack Trader. Those types of people.
Well,
What do you mean, you people?
do we have a plan to find this person, or are we kind of stuck here till we swim away?
Well, I mean, when we were in the tunnel, Prey, you were first. Did you see where, like, did we get separated from them, or like, did you see them?
I think I did. DM, I did see.
I
know someone did.
I think it was Artemis that rolled it because he was at the tail end, and he saw the reason he's been bringing you south is one, he wants to see those fucking archives, but it's also the fact that when he, like before you guys smashed into the ruins where you guys were, you saw him go south, and when he reached the bottom bubble, go west. So you guys are at the most southern point, and the information you have to go on is head west. What you know is at the western end are those buildings that are ornate and tall, but are like super thin. So like they're wide as hell, but like they're these big arches made of like just these columns. The best I can describe them is like those Greek amphitheaters, like those just columns with like roofs, but it's just that. Like there's no depth to it. It's just like a few feet deep, and then like the bubble ends, and it doesn't seem that there's a structure behind it.
The portal. I mean, yeah, we can head over that way.
Okay, so you guys head out. You guys now see that like the spiders are crawling everywhere. Since you guys got rid of this, the spiders seem to just be like, no threat, and just like all rushing towards the library before something else comes in and just makes a home in there. So you guys head west, and when you get to these arches, you see that there are about 5 or 6 of them, and they are literally just arches with large, like, stone slabs of varying shades of stones, and there is markings that are worn on the top of all 6. Sorry, I said 5 to 6, but it's 6.
Do I recognize the markings?
They are worn. You would have to get a closer look, like to look
Well,
at them.
I would like to see if the coast is clear first.
Okay, roll a perception check.
Oh, he didn't mention the 42 goblins.
Fireball.
Yeah.
42 goblins with a ghost goblin in the front going, I told you I'd be back, motherfucker!
Fireball.
19.
19, you look and it seems to be clear, like a good sign for you that there doesn't seem to be a threat is you see some of those spiders just scurrying about.
Okay. Then I shall whip whip and then get a closer look. Whip whip.
You see that there are, when you get closer, you can see, as an arcane person, that there are at least 3 of these gates that, like, the runes that would make them work are just worn out by time, and it would take time to recarve them to work. But from the 3 that you see that still work, you see that there is one that says Rahe Woods Northern Pass. There's one that says Northern Isles. And there's one that says Icarorian Temple. The ones that ring a bell to you, Artemis, since you're looking at them, is Icarora is a city of bestial folks. So like tabaxis, lizard folk, like where
The furry country.
people tend to say that where Icarora is where the humanoid animals come from. You do know that that's where that is, but an Icarorian temple, you've never heard of it. Icarora is basically just like a traveler's, like, tourist destination. Like travel, not a travel lodge, but a sandals, if you will. And yeah, and the Northern Isles, you know that it's the Northern Isles of Privateer Passage, and the northern pass of the Rahe Woods is somewhere you haven't heard of.
I'm gonna whip down to the guys and ask them if they've heard of any of these other places.
You guys want to roll some history
See what
checks?
information they know before I divulge what I know.
11. I mean, we have been to the Northern Isles, have we not?
Nope.
We've been close to the north. We've been on an island. We have been.
You've
Been
pissed
on
off
several.
You've pissed off the leader of the Northern Isles,
Vanderkant.
Well, Vanderbilt. What did you roll, Erden?
14.
14. You get about the same information as Artemis, because again you're from Zahadriel, and Icarora is tourist town, lots of animals. Boulder.
I rolled a 16, but I've never left the island, so
With the 16, you know that the northern pass of the Rahe Woods is on Seption. The Rahe Woods is the untamed wilderness of Seption, and the northern pass is an area that not a lot of people travel, but the military has always been interested to explore.
There is no sign of Frigate.
Frigate was never there. You heard him. Well, Prey heard him, but you didn't see him.
Sorry. There is no sign of Baldur's brother,
Joaquin.
Joaquin.
There's no sign of Joaquin there.
And these are all like, do they all look not functional? Like, is that my
No,
understanding? Okay.
there's 6 in total. Out of the 6, there are 3 that are just worn and like disarray. There are 3 that Artemis went they could be used if powered. Read for the children.
Are there like sigils on the ground, or is it just like the runes on the?
It's
thing?
runes on the arches.
Okay. Well, it's not for the children, but if we need to bleed, I can do so.
Do we know which one he would have gone? Is there any? I'm not very good with tracking. I'm not really a hunter. Is there any way of knowing which way he would have gone?
So
Are that footprints?
you mentioned to us that Ikarora is the animal place, right?
Yes. Well, Erden would have also said that because he knows.
Okay. Well, why would he go there?
I mean,
I do not know what his intentions are. You well, actually, you guys have known him as long as I have known him. Baldur.
I mean,
All eyes on Baldur.
this might be a stretch, but isn't Frigate related to, like, he's Asher's brother?
Yes.
They're both Herringon rabbit people
Ooh.
going to an animal humanoid town.
Didn't he say he was from the what's it called, the Fuckwild or something like that?
I mean,
They're
they're
wild.
they're
yes.
from Asher was from the Northern Isles too, if I'm not mistaken.
I will say that I know that Asher's been a long time since you talked to him, but he was with you guys a lot, and he did talk about home a lot, Mighty Carrot and all. You do remember that Asher did say that he was from the Azadasali woods.
In Zahedriel.
Is that close to Ikarora?
Artemis, you would know that it is not. Azadasal is where you studied.
No, I've it is not.
Oh, so probably not that, but maybe I don't know. What are the other options? There's the Northern Isles. Is he friends with the Vanda cunt?
I mean, the Vandekunt is a very religious person, isn't he?
Prone to
I-
war is what you're saying?
No, but I'm trying to see if there would be any religious reasons that he would like be involved, but I don't.
We probably made him pray to someone when we saw us. Like, oh fuck.
Yeah, I mean we did.
If we go, do you think we can come back? Like, is it like a two-way thing? Or is it like go there and you gotta fucking travel the whole way back?
Well, I believe we have a cube, correct? The
Right, but that's a different plane, right?
we could try to go to the plane of your god and see if they would help us. I don't know.
Well, we went on that trip there, on the acid trip, a few days ago.
Minutes ago.
A
few minutes ago.
Like an hour and a half ago.
Can I? I don't know if it would do anything, but could I roll a survival check to see if there's any indication of which one was recently used?
Ooh.
Sure. I would say to see which one is recently used would be Arcana.
Okay, but I'm trying
Oh.
to see like on the
Like
ground if
physically,
there's,
all like footsteps. Or...
Okay.
Well,
I would.
an Arcana check I can do.
Okay.
I wasn't sure if that was how like there was trace amounts of magic. Like I would have done that in 5 minutes ago.
Boulder, step back. I'm going to see if I can smell where the stinky man went.
Erden's looking at the ground. Artemis is looking at the sigil.
And Prey is smelling.
Sniffing his own ass. The stinky man.
12.
As 22.
Yeah, and what did you get, Baldur? Asher. Fucking Erden. Jesus Christ.
Larry.
I was gonna say I wasn't doing anything.
If you're allowing me to do survival, I also roll a 22.
Okay. Prey, you're sniffing the air. You smell some stink, but it's probably you. You haven't showered in a little bit.
Shower. What the fuck?
It's Asher's pelt.
Yeah.
You haven't had your piss broil.
Yes, exactly.
With you guys looking for steps and stuff, Erden, you spot like traces of water where water would have like splattered. So you think, oh, so like when Joaquin got out of the funnel, it would have. This is where the water would have like splashed down. And as you're looking at it, and you're just looking at where trace amounts of magic would have been used recently, you both are on the Rahi Woods Northern Pass.
Well, I'll kind of look at Artemis and just say like,
That's
what
like-
do you think?
Yeah, and both people are just like basically doing two separate things and just end up just like, oh, okay, I guess this is the. Can I study to see if there's any way that I can?
Roll another Arcana check. Just so you know, this one is very difficult.
41.
You know it can be done, but to what degree of precision? Is this a portal? Is this a teleportation spell that's like you have a hard time deciphering what this is? You know that with help from another practitioner you could probably activate it, but you don't know to what degree this would work.
Do I see Artemis trying to, like, activate / use that portal?
Yeah,
I'll,
she's doing it right in front of you while you're sniffing the air.
I'll be like, oh, is this one? And I'll try to walk through.
He studied to see if he could activate it. He just
Ooga booga 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 booga. Nothing.
So is it just like a door with like the sigil kind of around?
it's like a large Greek arch, like
Right.
because that's the way I imagine it in my head. Like it's
Yeah.
a Greek arch, and there's just like a stone slab, and like every like from the three portals you can look, the three stones are different colors.
Is there something else of the same color nearby that we could, like, color match?
What color is it?
That one is more of like a gray.
Oh, a
what
gray
is it?
stone. How
No,
original.
no. What's it called there? It's fuck, shale. It's like a shale color. It's like a darkish gray, and like if you look at it, you can see like parts of the stone are broken, but there's like I don't know if you've ever seen shale. It's just like rock that's like layered one after another, and it's tough as shit. Fucking hate shale. My least favorite stone.
You sound like you have a vindictive feeling towards Shale.
I do. It is so hard to break.
Can I can I rub the thing? Can I, like, I'll use Mage Hand and like make it like woo touch around the arch.
You do that, and Mage Hand. You see, usually you're used to the vulture claw, or like you do it, and you straight up just see like a rabbit's paw. Just
Oh, I've lost a bit of strength in my Mage Hand, but that's okay.
as it rubs, I will say that you can see that. Well, Artemis would be the one to see it because it's just study of the arcane. You're just doing a spell. You can see that one of the ways that this could be used to power it would be to dump arcane power onto the thing until it opens. Another way is just to try to open it with your arcane prowess.
So, like, Do you like share that information?
Yes. I'm gonna suggest. Hold on. Can you do that again with your little rabbit paw?
Um, yes. And I'll like.
I'm gonna activate
I'll try
my
to.
mage hand.
I'll try to like forcefully do a mage hand, see if it comes out as something more powerful than a little rabbit's paw. Like, mage hand.
Comes out,
And
it's
at
just
the same time, I want to do like the same thing. See if it like reacts to 2 mage hands touching it.
it's drawing power, and you see that it's taking it, but what you're doing is not strong enough.
Putting a AA battery in a dryer, like it's not.
Yeah, work. Yeah, and your mage hand, Jordan, just comes out as a human hand, just rubbing.
Oh yes, much better.
Say it turns into one of Asher's murder buddies.
Do you think we need to like a powerful spell?
Well,
mean-
I would hate to drain my power for nothing, and then we get to the other side of this portal if it does work, and it's just like, haha,
I mean,
time to die.
Brian is pretty good. I just take a quick nap and I get, he replenishes me pretty quickly.
But I mean, I think everyone except me has some kind of magic. I mean, I can use my hex, but like I don't know if I'd have to physically hit it to activate the hex. I don't know how well that would do, but I mean, Balder has his blast of beam that he does. Pray, I'm not
Pitch
sure.
blast. Oh, I do. Oh, wait, just a second here. Watch
You want
out.
to cast Ray of Frost and just like throw yourself to the wall?
Watch out, boys. I'll stand next to it and I'll do thunderclap.
What level is Thunderclap?
Cantrip. Ah, fuck. We might need something bigger.
I mean, if we all...
Thunderclap.
I'm gonna go over and don't like doing this. But I'm gonna what?
I can do something big. Like I said, I don't need.
Well, I don't want you to break it. I'm scared that you're going to break it.
I've never
and then we're going
seen
to be-
fire break a stone, but I've also never tried.
But
Yeah.
how about? I mean, I'm not sure if this would help, but what if there are multiple things hitting it at the same, multiple arcane forces hitting it at the same time?
I can do a ray of frost if someone wants to do something else.
Basically, my only option for a leveled spell for range is Shatter.
That might break it.
Okay, so
Yeah,
do you
that's
have to
the
do an
problem.
actual spell, or can you expend the spell, like expend the energy, and then basically,
The
or are
DM
you
won't tell
expecting?
that.
Okay,
The DM won't tell you that.
of course not.
But
So, if to win this contest that will give me $1 million, do I have to do this exact thing, Mr. Beast? Yes.
Listen,
I mean, he
Bitch.
probably would tell you.
I know, Mr. Beast would tell you. That was a terrible example.
but I mean,
okay,
It-
fine. I'm gonna try something. If it doesn't work and we die, I do apologize in advance.
I'm
I
gonna
was
step
gonna
back.
say if you do something, and then Prey does something, and then Balder, like it's just a cantrip, but like I don't know if all that energy at the same time on the stone or whatever would
Oh,
do something.
Can I assume that what we've been doing is just not even
you-
tickling it? It's like
you can
it's not doing
assume that-
shit.
You can assume that cantrips aren't enough.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
But like if you do it all
As
at the same
long-
time, it might like add to.
Eh,
what
maybe,
you're
but
doing.
we did 2 mage hands and it barely did anything. I'm going to pray. Do not tickle me with your mage hand.
No, the next step for me is fireball.
No, please don't. I'm
It's
going to cast fabricate on this and be like, I'm going to become a portal,
It's a 10-minute spell.
which is a level 4 spell.
Does it
Okay.
take 10 minutes to cast? Is that my understanding?
believe so, yes.
We'll wait. Don't do fireball.
So-
Like,
Because
I mean-
Prey's strong suit is waiting.
yes.
I was gonna say while he's waiting. I mean, if we're going
Huh?
ahead with it, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try just for fun if it does anything to activate my new bow and see if when I shoot it with the magical energy, if it does anything.
Same thing as. Like he takes it. It's just.
I'll
It-
summon my packed weapon as a longbow. Erden, let's try to time it.
Are
So
you guys
as you-
doing this as I am standing there trying to cast a spell?
It should be big enough.
As you're doing this, you just see. You just see the thing. You go. If you're watching the gauge, it's like.
Well, I'm bored. Eldritch Blasts.
Artemis is like, I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this.
It's like alternating between first and second gear.
It's you're trying to cold start your car at minus like 25.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
So you take 10 minutes. 10 minutes that people could be reading books they got, but no, they're just. I bet you I could shoot.
a book.
I don't have a
I bet
bow.
you
I would love.
I bet you I could shoot this bird. So after 10 minutes, you're fabricating the portal. What are you fabricating?
I'm fabricating 2 doors that once
Okay.
I open them, I'm hoping is just going to become a portal.
So as you fabricate these doors, I imagine that you're fabricating these beautiful ornate wooden oak doors with filigree and just like all this stuff way over the top. And then when you push them open, you just see like they hit the stone. As they hit the stone, just they begin to like meld into it, and you see the runes just begin to light up. And as it begins to fade, you can see that there's just a little bit missing to the top. You're like, come on, no, the doors are gonna disappear. All of a sudden, you see Eldritch Blast, arrow, and the portal is open.
I'll
See, we helped.
change the bow to the battle axe, quickly strap on the shield, and run in.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I'll just-
Damn it, he rushed ahead again. No,
I'll
chase
just,
after him.
I'll just deactivate my bow for now, and
Oh bother. I'm just going to follow in suit because at that point.
Are you
Fucking
an
love you guys.
Eeyore?
I love you guys.
Oh bother would be Winnie the Pooh. Thank you
I
very
mean-
much. Oh bother.
I mean, Prey runs in, but then I look at everyone and I'm like, well, we just kind of walk by.
Okay,
I didn't know how
so
long it'd
let
be
me
open
just
for.
See what happens.
Oh,
As you guys, all of you just rushing after prey.
Fuck, we might not be together. Oh god.
You feel that it feels like fabric of time. And who's the last one to run through? Artemis again?
No, Erden, I think.
Oh, so as Erden, yeah, Erden's the last one. So Erden, as you walk in, you actually feel the portal just close behind you. You guys feel the fabric of time just rip. You feel like every molecule of your body's being molecule,
bro.
Molecule.
is getting torn apart, fabric limb by limb, and then you get reassembled. Let's see what happens.
Death.
Behind door number 3.
Wow.
Kill that boy.
Wow, you guys. And when it comes, Erden, Balder, and Artemis, you guys all feel a chill course through your body as you land in like knee-deep snow. Prey, you land in the knee-deep snow, but the cold doesn't bother you. Like, oh, I didn't know I cast Armor of Agathis. I rolled a 96 on a D100. That is fucking great. That's like the you could get 4 better and it wouldn't have changed anything. So you guys got fucking lucky. The dice are on your side with this one. So yeah, so you guys are in a mountain pass. There is snow down to about your knees, and you guys are the 3 of you that are not accustomed to the cold. Because Prey, you're resistant to cold damage. Is that correct?
I am resistant to fire damage.
Oh, so never mind. This is really cold too. You guys are freezing. Like you are not dressed for this type of weather.
My
Good
bloodline
thing I'm
is
not
the
wearing metal.
I have,
Plus,
a
you're
wolf,
wearing.
I have a wolf pelt,
Yes, Prey also has a bear. What is it? A bear pelt?
a rabbit pelt.
Oh, the bear pelt
Yeah,
is long gone. It's a
Oh,
crop
the
top
bear
and
pelt's
a bunny thong.
Yeah, you guys are all. Even though you're wearing a wool, you're a little bit toastier with the wolf pelt, but you guys are cold, and you see that there's a path leading ahead. The path also leads behind. You don't know which way you're pointing. You're in the middle of a path.
We're at a dead end. Like, oh well, obviously it's this way.
Can we determine altitude? Like, is there a path that's going like
Roll a
up or
perception check.
down?
Wait,
Can
wait, whoa, whoa! If Buddy was here, wouldn't there be tracks? It's knee-deep snow. I don't think he flies.
Oh, that's right. I shake my talons and just off the snow.
Arden, Erden.
Can he roll to see if this site is familiar?
Yeah, you can roll for that for sure.
So, are you rolling for tracks then? Did you interrupt me to roll for tracks?
Yes, I would like to do
Okay.
so. Survival.
Survival check, or survival or nature, whichever you want.
Survival it is, and that is a dirty 20.
Okay. What did you get, Erden?
For perception, just looking around, I got 18. Yeah, 18.
From what you've had in your visions,
Mhm.
the visions you have are in an open tundra. This is a mountain pass.
Okay.
So it's same climate, not same place.
Okay.
Prey, you take a minute. Like the wind is blowing. It is like this is a pass, so like right where the pass is going, like it is a funnel of just cold air smoking you guys with blowing snow. You're gonna walk 40 miles to go to school.
Yep, every day.
Uphill both ways.
Both ways with the wolves chasing you. The mailman didn't deliver. And as you are looking around, you see that the path that you guys are facing, you see that there are indents that would show that someone has walked here recently, but they are filling up.
Oh,
Because it's snowing.
look, there's, what is it? Stormy effect. There's tracks ahead. If we rush, maybe we won't lose the tracks. There's snow. If you guys didn't notice, there's a bunch of snow, and when snow falls, it fills things. So-
While Prey is explaining that, Erden's already like walking and following the trail.
So you guys are pushing through. Erden's leading the pack. You are walking, and this is the best I can do. It is like it feels like the Fellowship going through the cliffside. Like this storm is raging, but it seems to like not be progressing to worse.
If those fuckers turned around, we will not.
And you guys are just like trudging through. It takes a little bit. Like it takes another like probably an hour of trudging through. And I will say that you guys give me some constitution checks?
Yeah. 15.
Plus con. I think that's 3. Is it plus 3? Oh yeah, dirty 20.
They were saying your roll was 3. I was like, oy.
No.
Is it a con save?
Con save, yeah.
Cool. 14.
25.
Everyone but Erden succeeds.
Oy.
So, while Erden is leading the pack. So, Erden, you take... not bad.
Sit on my
you
shield,
take-
Erden, I'll pull you.
You take 7 points of cold damage. The rest of the men of the Gill take a half, so 3. And it is like you guys are starting to get like this cold is getting to you. After an hour of trekking through, it's kind of like reaching a wall. If you've driven in a winter storm, like not a winter storm, but like a snowfall that's somewhat blinding, after a certain point, there's like that wall where the snow just or rain just stops, and you're like, what the fuck? And then you're like, oh, this is where like you can see the line. That's what I always call it when I drive.
When
And
the
you
cloud
guys,
passes.
yeah, so you cross that line, and it's not cloudy. This blistering wind has died down to a like cool, like early spring breeze, and the sun hits you. It's as if you just went different climate in a sudden. And you guys can see that the path is now with the knee-deep snow melting down, and it is a green cobblestone path that leads around the bend, and you can see that the path is like there's trees. It seems like there's a small forest ahead of you.
Artemis, could you fly up and see how big this forest is?
I suppose I could.
And if you see any like,
If I get shot
building or-
down, please catch me.
sure.
Um,
Uh,
yeah, Stu. I mean, yes, catch you.
Why is it that Prey always wants to eat my characters?
You make
You're
the
an
yummiest
animal.
character. You make the yummiest characters. That's just what it is.
a partridge, a rabbit.
I know
or
I'm
an
yummy,
owl.
okay? I know I'm yummy, okay? I'm gonna shoot myself up. Pew! Sorry.
Okay.
You fly up. Maybe choice of words there. I'm gonna shoot up.
So as you go up, roll a perception check for me.
The one with the shitty reception. That is a 5.
Five.
It's a forest.
So when you fly up, what you see
9
is
arrows.
you see that there is the small forest is actually just like planted trees, and you can see that there is actually a building. It looks like a nice building that's like not ruins, it's a well-maintained building. And as you see this, the next thing you see coming out from those trees are arrow shots. 2. That's cocked. That is a 19 to hit
Oh my
and
God.
a 13 to hit.
Hit miss.
Okay, so the 19 to hit, that's not super bad damage. What's the throw one? That one. Oh, that didn't even go in the tray. Get over here, you fucking D8. God damn it. Get in the fucking tray. Gotta fix my dice. There you go.
The guard
There.
elves.
You that take 6 points of piercing damage as one of the crossbow bolts, one of the arrows just stabs through one of your wings. And you can now, as you hear this, you now just hear the sound of more like more bowstrings being brought up.
Drawn.
Yes. What are you doing?
Take cover!
As I start, before I plummet down, back to the ground, I am half tempted to just whip a fucking fireball at. Fuck that!
You don't see anything. You just saw 2 arrows come your way. You have not seen where the attackers come from.
Mm.
So they shot and that did not reveal their location?
It could have, but he rolled a 5, focused on the house. If you would have rolled higher, maybe you would have seen him, but he was focused. The 5 was, what is in front of me? Oh shit, arrows.
What do you see, Artemis?
I'm gonna, as I'm very quickly descending, like, fuck, Jesus, shut arrows.
Fuck Jesus! uh,
So yeah, I just flew down. I was like, there's a forest, there's a house. I got shot. I'm like, snap off the arrow, as I know better than to pull it out.
It's in your wing. It's in your wing. They tried to,
Oh.
ground you.
Oh, well then, yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Pull it out.
Pull it out from the back.
So you can see like the house and where the assault came from was probably about 60 feet of the path, and then when you reach 60 feet, like is where that opening happens with the trees and stuff.
I'll explain this to the men of the guild.
See cover, man. Time for combat. Woo! Is there 60 feet of nothing and then there's cover, or is it like?
No, it's the path 60 feet. Like there's the mountain pass 60
Okay.
feet that curves, and at the end of that 60 feet, what Artemis saw was an opening with like a little grove that was open with trees and then a house. Like it's walk 60 feet into open.
Cool. I'll take the dodge action and be like, well, take care of yourself, men. I'll take the dodge action and move up.
So you run up 60 feet and you reach that opening. I just want to ask what the rest of the men of the guild are doing as Prey does charges ahead.
Can you only take the dodge action with a shield, or no?
You can take it anytime.
Just gives disadvantage on attacks.
I want to take the dodge action and just carefully, like, not directly behind Prey, because I'm starting to come across the knowledge that this is a bad idea. Usually there's hurt. I'll see if I can seek a bit of high ground. If I can like perch like along the. Is there like hills? Is there like?
Yeah, it's a mountain pass, so there's like little cliffs that you can.
It's like
With my flight, I'm gonna like try to grip onto like.
Okay, roll a stealth check if you're trying to be hidden, because
Fuck
Prey's not
yeah.
trying to hide. Prey's trying to fucking just be seen. I am Prey, Invitus. Wait, Invitus Preyda.
And as I run, no, I'm not gonna use a spell slot yet.
Okay, so 22. Erden, Balder.
Feathers.
I'm falling behind Prey as always.
Always a competition with you two, isn't it?
I'll see him. Well, it's more or less I just don't want him to die alone.
Prey and Balder are gonna go down in a blaze of glory.
100%.
And I'm running behind them and using them to hide.
Okay, roll a stealth
We're definitely
check.
big enough.
Yeah. I'm 6'5", you're 7 foot, right?
Yeah.
What'd you get? What? 30?
You are one with the snowflakes.
No. As you guys run, you see Erden, and all of a sudden you just see your shadows get a bit darker.
Also, Sean froze very pensively.
Yeah, it's like I am, or he's just like he paused his camera and pick his nose. So
I rolled a
dream.
30?
I rolled a 30.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, the shadow, Erden, not Erden, Balder and Prey's shadows get a bit darker. It's a meth tiger. So you guys are running, and since Artie and Erden are hidden, Prey and Balder, you guys show up, and this grove that he saw is actually like a little courtyard. You see that ahead of you there's a nice stone slab with like some pillars that have like torches on them. The trees are actually just built around to like bring the focus to the front door of the house. You see that to the left there's like a building, like just a random building that has the same architectural style as the house. And it's quiet. You don't see movement. And then a voice rings out through the courtyard, somewhere around the house.
Ho, ho, ho.
You hear
Fuck this.
you hear a voice go, "Well, if it isn't the men of the Gill, or the two brutes that find themselves seeking glorification. Oh, I do see that you brought Mr. Lepus with you. His little ears still dangling around his favorite sack of meat." And Balder and Prey and Erden,
Favorite meatballs.
you realize who this voice is. It is a voice you guys haven't heard since the Gauntlet.
Oh, the commander.
Donovan.
Donovan.
It is Donovan.
Donovan.
Oh, I wish I was alive.
And the voice just rings through going, well, I can't say that I'm a bit disappointed that you've showed up. I've really, really wanted to see your blood on my blade, Balder. Surprising how easy it is to take everything from you, and how easy it is to deceive you. Your brother's busy currently, and I've been told to keep you at bay. No, not that, Jordan. Your brother's paid me good money to keep you at bay. But I expected more of you, Captain. And then the voice changes. And you hear the voice go, to keep my eye on you. I followed you when you left. Then when you won the gauntlet, I knew it wasn't my time. Came back home. Ran into your brother. Made me an offer I couldn't refuse, Captain. Keeping my eye on you. The other voice hits you. This is Goblin Girl. That was with Deerfuck.
Esme's sister?
Not Esme's sister, the one that was gathering fruit for the elk demon person.
Oh, bitch.
Balder, you were perceptive. You were the greatest out of all of us. Kept talking about glory, how we'd be remembered. And then the voice changes, goes, but Captain, I gotta be fucking honest with you. Then it hits you, Balder. This voice. This motherfucker. Is Flint. And he goes, you keep saying, whole time I'm working under you, that we gotta fight, we gotta earn our keep, we gotta let people find out who we are. Our names will leave their lips and they'll be proud. When you left, the only fucking name I heard was yours. What did you do for us? You got your name in the headlights. Everybody knew who you were, and you left us to the dust. You ran away, didn't even want to keep what you earned. So when your brother offered me power to not take my own glory, let people gain their own claim to fame, kill them and just take their spot. You think I wouldn't jump on that opportunity, Balder? So, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna kill you big purple fucker. I'm gonna kill that little sneaky fuck. I'm gonna make sure that owl don't make it out of here. And then I'm gonna watch the life leave your eyes.
With
And
a
then-
30, they know I'm hidden?
Oh no, he assumes it's easy to assume. You hear him talking. He doesn't know. He's talking to Balder and Prey, but he's saying like in general he's gonna kill all of you. And then I'll just walk around, and I'll be the men of the Gill by myself, Balder. That's enough glory to take me home to her. I'll make sure she knows who I am. Can I get all of the men of the Gill to roll some initiative?
Ho, 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 ho. Well, that is the highest initiative I've ever rolled. Not really, but
A 16?
18.
Oh!
Told you it was
Okay,
impressive.
I'll give me a minute here. I gotta find my d20s.
Woo!
Wow, that's a big initiative you have there.
Big,
Okay.
big.
Ernan's just hiding behind them, hearing all of this, and he's looking at Balder like, oh, fuck, man.
Okay, so
All right.
who do we see
Well, I will let you roll a perception check if you want to.
Okay. I'd rather you just tell me if that's the other option.
Nah, they're all hidden. They are hidden.
I'm
10.
just gonna get some water, but I roll a 16.
Okay, so Erden rolled a 16. 16. Prey rolled an 18. Donovan rolled a. What did you roll, Balder?
And 8.
8. Artie.
21.
21. Alright. Okay, just give me a minute here. That is cool. Just give me a minute here. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Just gonna look at something here.
Oh.
Yeah, that's good for me. Just this there. Okay. So then they got a. That's 4, and then where is it?
I'm so so mad. I want to feast on this little fucker so badly. I'm like the little Asher in my head is just like kill him and eat him.
Oh, you could have fun trying to. That's gone.
I hope we will.
Oh, depends. Hmm. Alright, just getting some stuff ready here. Actually, do that. And then. What? That's weird. Okay, zoom in here.
Let's get the battle music going.
Yes, please.
For tonight, some will die.
Okay, so that is a 0, so that is a. Alright, so we've got.
That sounded like a lot of initiative. I do 1, 2, 3. I could lob 3 of those fuckers if I wanted to.
If we would have technically leveled up, I would have 4th level spells right now.
Well, if you guys want, I have initiative. I can keep track of this, and we can do the level up now before this fight starts.
I already got my level up planned out, so I mean, I'm good to level up.
Yeah, sure. If you guys want to level up now, that's not a problem.
Okay, let's quickly do that. Fuck.
Well, I just like I said, I didn't expect you guys to like
Make it this
solve
far?
some of the. Well, I assume that by next session, right before Christmas, the Men of the Gill arc will probably be the first arc of this tale will be complete.
Ooh, I gotta get on fucking finishing up my other one. Cool.
I told you December, but then there's a Christmas break, and we could probably do if there's like before the Christmas break, it's probably the Men of the Gill and then Christmas break for us because people doing family shit. And I forgot that one. I got rolled that one. Yeah, it's a shitty roll for that
Ooh.
one.
Another cantrip.
That's not bad.
Ray looks a little happy there.
4,
Oh,
3,
this one
3,
calls spells.
3.
Increase fighter level.
All I got was another level 5 spell.
Oh, that's it?
Oh,
An arcane tradition feature, which I have to look up.
I learned some new
For
maneuvers.
magic. Oh, that's right. I can do something neato, I think, level 10. Beginning at level 10, the magic you channel helps ward off harm. While you maintain concentration on a spell, you have +2 AC, and add +2 to bonus AC and saving throws. Cool.
While the boys are leveling up, just a reminder that we are doing a giveaway at 500 right?
You kind of froze on my end, but yes, we will be giving away a few Lego sets and some signed posters at 500 followers.
Also, Saturday, Jordan will be doing a live show for with a bunch of other streamers. He will be streaming some Star Citizen and doing a show, some music.
I will be Saturday night, December 17th. My time slot is 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern time, which is 9 to 11 our local time. Local. Our local time, Atlantic. But yeah, that's what she be. D8 is 5, 9. Cool.
Right on. When the boys are ready, let me know, and we can get this party started.
I am Gucci.
Just about done.
Gucci. Don't forget to add your maximum hit. Holy Christ, pray you're almost in the triple digits.
Almost.
So close.
So close. It's funny how Baldur and fucking Erden's maximum keeps following each other.
Well,
fighter
the
levels.
warlock and rogue, and then fighter.
Yeah. Do you guys roll or do you take the average?
I think the average.
Average.
Roll all the time, baby.
One of these days, I'm going to do a straight roll character and see how that goes, but today is not this day.
Please no.
The wizard with the wizard who rolls a 1 on every level up. God damn it!
The worst.
All right. So, Artemis, you are first on the order. You are hidden on the cliff sides, and Prey, you said you rolled a perception check. You
10.
can see 10. You can see that there are, like, by some tree boughs, there are about 4 armored soldiers that are just, like, holding, like, weapons, like, watching you guys. They're not very well hidden.
Okay.
But that with a 10, that's what you see. You can see that too, Artemis, just by that. Yeah.
Hey, I'm just checking one last thing here. God, I didn't write it down. Prepared spells, I can't remember what it is. Is it wizard level plus intelligence?
Or maybe?
Fuck.
It should go up by 1, probably. I'm pretty sure it only goes
Hold
up
on,
by
it's
1.
your intelligence plus your wizard level. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so it
I
goes
get
up by
one
one.
more spell, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Um,
just choosing
no.
which one to prepare. Okay. Then let me check something quickly. Sorry. So I see how many people? Sorry.
You see, right now, you see, what is your passive perception?
14, I think. Passive perception 11.
You see the same ones as Prey, just 4 guys at the, like, they're spaced out across the courtyard. They're hidden at the boughs of trees, like, just by the base, just, like, waiting for anybody to run in.
What is my cat fucking doing? Keep hearing her do dumb shit.
Oy, oy, oy. Oy, oy, oy.
Do I see the Donovan fellow? The I just hear the voice.
You do not, you hear the voice, but you do not see Flint.
Okay.
Because we met Baldur after. Or is
No,
his name
Baldur
Flint
was there. Oh, Baldur was there for the gauntlet.
Yeah.
I wasn't though.
Yeah.
True.
You only hear Flint, who is also Donovan and the Goblin Girl.
Basically, all I heard was voices, and that's it. I do not
Yeah.
recognize any of these voices.
Yeah. So yeah, no. You just heard the
Um,
story.
How to use that? Okay, well, I guess I might. How much distance is between the two that I see?
The 4 guys you see, this is about a 40-foot courtyard, so they're about 20 feet. Like they're positioned in a square. So there's 2 guys here, 40 feet, then 2 guys ahead of them that are 20 feet, 40. So it's like a 40 by 20.
Okay, well, I'm just then until I know more. I'm gonna firebolt one of them. I'm gonna
Okay,
roll the hit.
Roll to hit.
Popped. Do I do my +10 to hit on a roll to hit in this case? Because it's not. I just don't add the damage, right? Yes, that's right. So that would be a 28 to hit.
28 hits.
I think it's at my level 2d8. Oh, no, sorry. On a hit, 1d10, and then 2d10. Okay. Son of a biscuit.
Oh, good lord. Bum, bum,
3
bum.
and 6, so that's 9 points of fire damage.
And so you hit him, and as you hit him, you just like, and he like tips forward, and he's like, now he's in the open, and you just see him pull out a morning star, and he's just ready and just looking at where well, you guys are all coming through the patch. So he's looking, and he's now intent on the entrance. What would you like to do?
Whose turn is it?
Artemis, I wonder if that's the
Okay.
end of his turn.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's the end of my turn. I said that, sorry.
So, just to be clear, I have Prey, Boulder, and Erden in the entrance.
Yes.
Yep.
Cool. You guys all want to roll some dex saves for me?
No.
Myself
No,
included?
but I will.
18, baby!
12.
12 is a
21.
fail. 21 is a success. So, that is...
Fireball. Fireball back.
Oh, wrong one.
I like how Conrad described, oh, they're spread out in this area. There's 4 guys, but they're spread out. They're spread out. They're not together.
You mean not within a 60-foot radius?
That's a big fucking radius. Fireball's 20-foot radius.
Oh, that's right, 20-foot radius. Alright.
Oh, God. He's counting an inferno. Be careful, folks.
Do not be drawn into his numbers.
So, what were the saves?
18.
Sorry.
One.
What did you get, Balder?
12.
Balder failed. So, Balder, you take 23 points of fire damage. And Prey and Erden, you take half.
And I'm resistant, so I take 5.
Yes.
You call that a fireball? Watch this.
As that happens, you now see Prey and Erden have no idea who this is. But Balder, you see Flint in his elven form. I was about to say something, and you guys were all gonna say something. I'm not gonna say it. I was about to say he has a face of a cocksucker. That's that cocksucker, but it's not gonna. No, it's not. You see, he has like a very like pointed features, like a pointed jaw, pointed nose. He's very slender, and just very. He seems tiny, but there's sturdiness to the frame, if that makes sense. It's a weird way to describe someone. He's small but looks sturdy. With that fireball being launched off, it is now Prey's turn.
Well, are there like we're in like a mountainous pass? Are there like loose rocks?
Yeah, fuck it. I won't even make you roll for it. Yeah, you could easily find. Like, what size rock are we talking about here?
Like,
A boulder.
yeah.
You're looking for a boulder.
I'm looking for a boulder.
I'm sure you could find. Well, there's a boulder next to you.
Yes. I don't want to throw him though, because I will cast polymorph upon myself and turn into a giant rape.
Giant rape.
Giant ape.
Okay.
Giant ape.
Glad I'm not the only one who heard that. I was like, oh,
no,
what?
Sorry.
I'll turn into a rape. What? just turn into a Robbie Pie.
Oh,
Like
God.
raged and raped.
It's about to get real unfamily friendly.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks. But
So
yes.
you turn into a giant ape.
Yes.
The giant monkey appears next to Balder and them. It gets a little bit tight in that pass, so I'll say it can move forward a little bit. But yeah, you can find a boulder.
Yeah. I have a climb speed, so I'll climb the wall.
Not the one that I'm on, please.
You're behind them, so
Yeah.
you're King Kong in it. Okay, you are now on the wall.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's polymorph your action. So you're on the wall, and that's your turn. So Erden, you are hidden behind. Easy to say that nobody notices you still because there's now a giant monkey climbing the walls.
What the fuck?
I want to say that I'm like a purple tint with like piercing blue eyes, just a
Little horns.
Yeah. The horns did not grow, just little.
Just two little horns.
Everything grew except the horn.
And for some reason, the crop top is still there.
It's like the Saiyan armor just stretches.
Yes.
It's a crop top of body shape morphing.
How's the pelt?
The pelt is ingrained. It's now just there. It's like little.
Oh, God.
It looks like one white pube.
I was gonna say maybe it could look like a belly button ring instead. That's fine too.
It also morphs into me. That's
Yeah.
the legit thing that happens.
Oh no, Asher's inside of me!
So who do I see from where I'm at?
You now see Flint, and you see one guard that's behind, like that got out from behind the tree, and you can see like the three other ones just like I'd say like they have half cover.
My passive perception is 14 now, so I should see a little bit more. But anyways, sorry, not my turn.
You can see a few people hiding in the trees. For some reason, you're speaking horse.
That would be terrifying. That big of a horse sound.
He's speaking abyssal.
All right.
My intelligence dropped by 1.
I mean, could it really get any lower?
It could. It could.
So what I'm gonna do? So I'm still hidden technically.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna summon my new bow.
Mhm.
Sneak behind Balder. Shoot Flint.
Yeah. Flint
So-
Lockwood.
There's a mystery D20 for the next round of combat.
So what you see is when I sneak behind, you would have seen it a while ago, but like basically it's like a bow or crossbow, I don't know what it is, but like it's made of like energy, whatever. It's like it's magic. It's
Like a
just
spiritual weapon.
spiritual weapon kind of thing.
When you summon it, it's strange. Because the arcane energy that is being summoned to use this bow is coming from you. And you look at you're not focused on it, but you see that the arcane magic that is being pulled from you reflects who you are. One side of this bow is a white, not like a pure white, but like a white light of like guidance and warmth. And the other side, coming out the other side of like where your grip is a gaunt purple. And it seems like there's wisps of like smoke and necrotic energy coming by, and it reflects how Erden is currently. between the stages of his father and Bellarula.
So that was a
daddy
bonus.
in a cold place.
Yeah. So that was a bonus action to summon it, and then I am going to do. Yeah, I could do that. So I'm going to use a charge and do a grim shot. So there's that, and there's that. This is a new item, so. And then I'm going to use a distracting strike. And then, since I'm hidden, sneak attack.
Okay.
This is so chaotic. Just to give you an idea, 1d8 for the bow,
Mm-hmm.
2d8 force damage,
Mm-hmm.
1d8 distracting strike, 2d6 sneak attack, and
Oh,
that is, and that is a 29 to hit.
That hits.
And that was the minus
Now
5 plus 10.
Imagine some purple worm poison with that.
Oh.
Oh yeah, 29 to hit, minus 5, 24. But yeah.
Still hits.
It should. It should.
Wait. Before.
30 damage.
Okay.
So that was my first attack. And then my second, I'm going to forego my attack to give Prey an opportunity to use his reaction to attack and add a d8 to his attack.
Oh! We're
With my
grabbing
new
a rock,
maneuver-
bitch!
With my new maneuver, new maneuver, Commander Strike, is when you take the attack action, you can forego one of your attacks to give one of your companion an attack, and they add the superiority die to the attack.
So, I'm gonna grab one of those boulders you described being nearby, and I'm gonna
Okay.
huck that bitch at Flint.
Okay. Give me a minute.
You said a D8 to the damage or the 2 hit?
I'm just gonna double check there, but
Because the rock is 7d6 plus 6 damage.
you're gonna add the d8 to the damage.
Okay. Oh, fuck. I hope I hit, though. 14 to hit.
14 does not hit. But can you roll damage for me though?
Yeah, for sure. 1, 2, 3. I'll do 4. Oh, 5. Okay, cool. That works too. 10. 23. 28. 35. 41 damage.
41. So as you throw the rock, you see Flint just jump right, like take a step back, and the rock just. There was a door where this house would open. There is now just a boulder that is scraped across. You can see inside. So how much damage was that?
41.
41. Let's see for a minute. Okay.
That is a good combo, Sean. That is a really good combo.
You see that there is like where the rock has smashed. It's like stopped and like the door it is open into the house. You see there's just rubble, and from the rubble you just see this person who was standing behind the door get up. Fuck you. So it is now the soldiers' turns. All the 3 other ones are gonna get out, and they're going to grab their just like you see they just grab spears and just they're all gonna chuck it at the fucking monkey.
So it's more than 20 feet, so they have disadvantage?
Yeah, of course it is. Wait a minute.
AC is not pretty, but she be.
Yeah, let's see. 4 spears coming at you, Prey.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a D6 that was stuck. Cool, that's weird. So that is a natural 20.
Yeah, that's
A natural 20.
Disadvantage?
Oh, that's right. So sorry. Oh, thank you, Sean. All right, so
I'll change my health to the monkey stats in the
2, 7,
for the
5, and a
spreadsheet.
20. 2 7s, 5, and 20.
It should update. Oh, it is updated.
All right, so there. Okay, so that is plus 5. So
Monkey.
Monkey.
so there's a 13, a 13, a 10, and a 7.
Hit, miss.
Okay, cool. So 2 hits. And that is.
He's completely lost it, folks.
Going full infernal right now.
I'm going full Adam Sandler, baby. So that is.
Chances are I will lose concentration on polymorph before you kill me as an ape. That's the real battle here.
All right, so all together, the two you see 4 spears. 2 of them just because it's far and they just hit the stones like right where the boulder was. 2 of them just one of them gets you right in the jugular. The other hits you right in the chest. You take 25 points of piercing damage.
Can you tell me which one did what?
Yeah. So one spear did 11 points of damage. 11 plus 4, so that was 11 plus 4. That's 15 points of damage.
Jesus.
Yeah, and the other one was 10 points of damage.
Cool. I just want to know for the con saves.
Yeah, no problem. I will break that apart next
That is
time.
cocked. Oh god. Natural 1. Fucking unmonkeyed.
Brady's just holding on to a rock like, eh!
Fuck! The fucking first hit. Natural 1 on the con save. What a fucking bullshit. Fuck!
Baldur, it is your turn.
So how far away from Flint am I?
From Flint, I will say that he's... So how far was the rock throw, Prey? What's the distance on that?
I can throw it up to 100 feet.
Alright, so I'd say he's probably... You are right where Prey was. 20... About 30 feet from him.
I'm gonna die, but oh well. Well, first I'm just gonna have to say, Flint, you fucking coward. You've always been a cocky little bastard. I'm not very surprised you crawled away to the first person willing to offer you the easy way out as I walk towards him. And I'm gonna pull up my swords and
Pull out my cock.
start attacking.
Hit that motherfucker.
Natural 20 on the first one, or 30 to hit.
Natural
That
20.
hits.
Kill that boy.
That's 11.
Okay, 11. Okay,
The second attack is a 25 to hit
25 hits.
for another 11. And bonus action, I will attack for 21 to hit.
Okay, give me a minute here. 21. He's going to use parry as his reaction. So he's
Okay.
gonna-
Alright. I'll then use action surge, and I will attack again.
Okay.
Fuck! Natural 1.
Oh,
On the first one, and the second attack, 13 then.
13 misses. Don't you have an offhand attack too?
I did the offhand attack. Action surge just gives me main action.
Okay, cool. Right on. So you walk up, and your first 2 attacks, you just cleave right into him, and as you cleave into him, you're expecting to see just blood and ichor, and you just slice right through his like chest, in the gaps where his armor is holding on, and you see underneath. It seems that his flesh pulls apart, and you just see
frigate.
brown dirt and stuff, and the wounds just seal again. You are hurting him. You are seeing that they are doing some effect, but there is a reason that Flint can now change his appearance to whatever the fuck he wants. And then the second hit, you just jab it through, and you see the sword just go through, pull it out, and then just this, your blade is covered in this dirt, and this thing just, it throws you off, and then while you swing for the next few hits, he just like does this as he sees that this surprise has caught you off guard, and he sees that he has somewhat of the upper hand at the moment. It is now the archers' turns, and now that Erden can be seen and was seen yelling a command from the trees, you hear 4 longbows just being pulled. Pray, you're hanging off a cliff. They're not thinking about you right now. They're thinking about
You are no longer monkey.
Yeah, you are no longer monkey.
What bad timing.
With their longbows. That is a +6, so that is a 15.
Miss.
18.
Yes.
18.
Yes.
And a 22.
No.
So 1 misses, 3 hits.
There is actually
Okay.
a thing for Ranger. It adds +4 for every strike or something. It's a weird ability, but like, yeah, when the creature has multi-attack, it adds AC as it goes, I think.
So,
Nobody plays Ranger, though.
3.
Rarely.
3.
To Jimmy.
So that's 7. That's 9. And that is 12. So 7, 9, and 12. As 3 arrows just smoke all into you. And as you're like taking the shot, the like last one just smokes off the wall right behind you. That is their turn.
28 total.
And then it is the wizard that the person that Jordan fucked up. He is going to, what's the 100-foot line. Artemis, you've made yourself seen, so he's going to move, like, get him, like, he's up, he's gonna, like, walk out of the house, like, move a bit closer, see Artemis that just firebolt, see that an owl prey on the cliff, he's gonna go, fuck both of you, and just point his finger, and he's going to cast lightning bolt. So I need you guys
Lined
to
up
make
with who?
you and Artemis, because you are on the wall. Artemis is clinging to the wall also.
Counterspell.
Okay. What is the thing about counterspell?
It is, as long as it's 4th level or lower, I don't need to roll.
Cool. He goes. You see the lightning just take off, and Pray goes, no. And he just like, goes, you fucking.
Actually, no, sorry, I can't. I have not had a turn, and I use my reaction.
Okay. Oh, that's right. So So I need Prey and Optimus to make dexterity saving throws, please.
I can't cast Counterspell.
You're egging me on to cast Counterspell right now?
It's okay.
It's your choice, Optimus.
We're going to hold off for 1 round.
Oh, natural 20 for 20.
Dirty 20.
Success.
Natural
So
20.
let's see if you take half damage. You
Well, we
take half.
do take half damage.
You do take
Probably,
half.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm just getting my dice.
That 20 couldn't have been for the con save for the monkey.
All right,
course
so news. You guys take 11 points of lightning damage.
Is that
As
halved already?
that is halved already. It was 22 in total. 11. And you guys are zapped. It is 10-10. It is Artemis's turn, so we're back at the top of the round. Do you guys want to hold off there and pick up next week?
If you guys want to, yeah, we had some tired members. We could probably cut her off. I have 3 in queue. I can either roll them if you want to keep note, or save them for next week.
Roll them, and I will. I have initiative and everything written down here, so I'll just put mystery d20 on top.
20, natural 20, natural 20. No, that's cocked. The 20, boop, 13. Fuck!
Potion
Does
of
anyone even have
healing.
hit dice left?
Is 13 potion of healing?
I have plenty.
13 is potion of healing.
Actually, we could probably give it to Burden. Probably has like a fuck ton. We could probably give it to Balder. Not gonna lie.
Let's do that. Cool.
I'm probably gonna die.
The second mystery d20 is an 8, which is one enemy uses a healing potion as a reaction.
So I won't do that now, but it's an 8. You said.
It was an 8. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, there's one guy who used a reaction already. He can't use that potion.
That's right. Well, it's the start of a new turn.
He hasn't had his turn yet. It resets on your
okay.
turn.
Not a problem.
And then 12, which is enemies are knocked prone.
That's good. And just Jordan,
Yes.
just before we end the stream,
Yes.
give me 1 minute here. I love you so much.
Ooh. We have poisoned the party. Ooh. Oh. Well. Oh, we have another mystery d20. Might as well roll it.
Roll,
Okay.
if I can pull that dirty shot.
It's a 7. Enemies get +2 AC next round.
I was hoping for the 20.
Okay. Well, we'll see how this goes. Fuck.
What should my next character be?
Well, fuck.
Was I saving to poison the party till the last combat of this arc? Hell fucking yes.
Okie dokie. Well, let's say that that's a good spot to end it, I guess. What do we need to announce? Giveaway at 500 followers. So if you're not following and you're watching right now, it means you hopefully enjoyed it a little bit. So please follow. We'll also be doing a giveaway for, I don't know how many, but a few of these posters signed by the men of the Gill and Artemis. Also, there's a few Lego sets going into that giveaway. This Saturday, starting at 8 a.m., there is a pub crawl, 8 a.m. Eastern, that is, leading up to midnight, where there's giveaways and stuff. It is a charity for Doctors Without Borders. My time slot is 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern time, which is 9 to 11 Atlantic time, if you're someone local to us. And I will be playing some Toonie Tunes, not Looney Tunes, Toonie Tunes on the guitar for the first hour or so. And then I will be playing Star Citizen, hopefully with some compadres for the second hour. So, let's find someone to raid. Anyone have anything else to add?
We love you. Please keep watching. And in the new year, we will probably be starting a new campaign with a new arc and a new DM.
And new characters.
New characters.
At the same level.
Yes, level 10. So yeah, I'll send the raid over to Dungeons and Dumbasses. They popped into chat at the start of the stream, so might as well show some support
love.
there. Can we send this off with a little ooga booga boogas?
Oh, hail the mighty carrot! Oh, hail the mighty carrot!